Cracking yourself up, aren't you?
Yeah. It was funny to me.
Yeah, it was.
Instead of turn the mics on and start the show, I got the mics off, just listening to music going. The longer I did it, the funnier it was to me.
So finally, you just couldn't do it any longer. You just had to start laughing.
Yeah. Like choking yourself till you pass out. When you pass out, you stop.
That's right.
Magic's gone. All right. Some talk that rocks, sitting on 105.3 FM Talk. Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, is here. Producer Dan Lewis, associate producer Eddie Boyd, news dude J.D. Ryan, Jonathan Dodge is at the thing.
News dude?
Yeah, whatever. There's just something about calling in the news director that just seems to...
Like false advertising or something?
Yeah.
It's odd to me, too. If you had come in college and said, there'll be a day that you'll be a news director at a CBS FM talk station in a major market.
Yeah.
I'd laugh.
Yeah. We got on the air yesterday, Everett.
Yeah.
And I said, so they know the name of the pipe bomber guy.
Right.
I forget what his name is, but yesterday I knew it.
Right.
And Jay goes, they know his name? Yeah.
Well, I pulled news at 12:30. And it hadn't happened by then. And I got busy doing other stuff for the show and didn't go back like I normally do and check for headlines.
Yeah, News Dude is good.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I do too. See, here's a little tip. News is always changing, otherwise they give it another name.
Oh.
You got it?
Yeah.
So you may
I
want
would be history dude.
Yeah. You may want to check up on it a little more often.
Okay. I try. Every once in a while.
You know they have him in custody, right?
I'll be back. Yeah.
And they re-showed the footage over and over of him getting out of the car. I missed the high-speed chase. Did they get that on?
I don't think they got it on tape.
They get the tail end of it?
Not that I saw.
Yeah. I saw a wide shot of something, but I don't know what it was. All I saw was him getting out of the car in his Kurt Cobain shirt, laughing.
Smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
All the way
I bet
in.
you're not going to smile like that when you're getting things put in your butt.
And have you seen
Because he's a young guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be the cock of the walk when he gets in prison.
Yes.
Now, will he go to bad boy prison or will he go to that?
Yeah, that's a good prison.
Now, he'll go to federal prison.
Is that the good? That's good.
That's good if you're going to prison.
Well, I mean, you get raped there, right?
Possibly.
But not as often as we would want him to?
He'll get raped, but he'll have cable.
He won't be in with murderers, though.
No.
Okay.
No.
He'll be in with blue collar.
Oh. Well, what's the prison that nobody wants to go to?
That's state prison.
Oh, federal prison's
They use Vaseline there rather than dry hump.
What about, because he's going to go back to Iowa, they figure that's probably going to be the first place he stands trial.
Right.
Would he not go to state prison there if he's convicted?
Well, I'm guessing they're going to try him. I mean, there are state and federal charges that they could pursue, assuming that they were prosecuting him in Texas.
Yeah.
But given that the mail is involved, usually...
But he put it in mail boxes. He didn't mail it.
Well, right. But a mailbox is considered... anytime you tamper with a mailbox with the mail, it's considered a federal offense.
All right.
Yeah, my brother threw bricks at mailboxes when he was in high school. I thought that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Federal offense.
Absolutely.
That runs out, though, right?
Yeah, the statute of limitations is told for all of us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Russ.
Because we used to mash mailboxes.
Beer bottles.
Yeah. No, Sean would actually lean out the window and squash them with his hands.
Good that you busted Sean on the air there.
Yeah. Sean Shreve lives in Houston now. Whatever university is down there, I believe that's where he teaches, in case anybody's looking for him. The great mailbox crusher of 77.
Some guy comes walking into his classroom with a broken mailbox.
Yeah. You. Come here. Well, man, that's too bad, because you want him to go to prison and get raped a lot. Well, especially with that cavalier attitude he's got. Now, nobody died from the bombs, right? Just people got hurt.
Right. I suspect he will go to prison for a long time.
Yeah, I know, but if he's not getting raped, that takes the fun out of it.
And everybody says, oh, what a nice guy. He was just a normal kid. Liked his girlfriend in his band. What do you just snap? And go, this is a good thing.
I think he's a sociopath, and he hit it really well. Because that seems to be their thing, is they hide it. They adapt to any environment. They're excellent chameleons.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they could never pull off being a sociopath. People would figure out their game.
Right.
And it wouldn't work.
His dad was
That's why it's so hard to catch a sociopath, because they adapt. Any environment they go into, they adapt, and you think they belong there. I paid attention the first week in college.
Very good.
What were you going to say?
I was just saying his dad said, oh, he just wanted attention, and he thought this is the way to get it.
Yeah, nice rug on his dad, too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he said. Just look at his head. It's like jet black at the top, and then I guess gray on the sides. I guess he's saving up for the siding.
Now that the FBI is not at his house anymore.
Oh, you missed it yesterday, Everett?
Yeah.
Is that the promo?
Uh-huh.
Eddie, clear one of these slots out on the computer. I don't know. Can you tell just by the promo in itself, is it self-contained?
Yeah,
It shouldn't need
I had
any
to cut it
explaining.
down a little bit so you don't really say this is the pipe bomber's dad's house, but you understand that as the promo goes on.
We called the pipe bomber's dad's house yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
The Russ Martin Show.
There's a promo from yesterday.
7 p.m. weekdays on the talk that rocks.
Dan called the FBI.
Did he?
105.3 FM Talk.
Maybe it's not the best idea in the world to call someplace where there's a worldwide manhunt going on for this guy.
Well, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? The FBI is going to trace it back and they go, okay, it's a radio station.
Yeah, well, let Dan do it first. Turn your headphones up so we can hear.
Hi, Mr. Helder. Oh, it is. Okay, we were hoping, this is Dan Lewis of CBS, we're hoping to get an interview with Mr. Helder. Well, then I'll hang up. Okay.
Oops. Told you.
Oh, yeah.
What'd he say?
He said, well, this is Agent blah, blah, blah with the Minnesota FBI. Uh-huh.
I was just a caller from, have to go. Mail's in. Hey, call the number back and go, my dad there? Do it, Dan.
Not a chance.
Do it. I'll play this in We try to get Dan to call back and go, this is Leon over at Leon's Pop Supply. We got an invoice unpaid here. You want to take care of that?
And then the emails you kept sending me all evening. Just every once in a while.
The FBI is your parents. They're coming for you. You've talked to the FBI. They have your voice on tape. They know your name. Each time, each email was different. I even thought about running over Dan's house and just banging on the door and running off. Laugh.
FBI knocking.
Yeah.
Of course, Dan immediately confesses to everything. This is Dan Lewis. I work for CBS Radio.
Yeah.
In 6th grade, I still...
Well, when asking for an interview on the air, I have to say that.
Yeah.
It's just funny that you said it to the FBI.
Yes, it was. Well, I didn't know it was the FBI at the time.
I'd have just hung up. Screw him.
Well, he hadn't told me that yet. He said, who is this?
Oh.
I thought it was maybe the dad was trying to get around. So
I got it.
I said, this is Dan Lewis with CBS Radio. And he said, well, this is Agent da-da-da with the Minnesota FBI.
Oh. You could just hear it in his voice, the wind just out of his sail.
I'm sorry if you can't hear me. That's my anus making all that noise. I'll be going now. Should call it back today. They done found him. Nothing else is going on.
I'll give you the number. I'll let you call.
Doing a show. Driving the bus. You're just a passenger. What did you call? All right. What did the guy on hold want that said something about paid full and check? Was that a question for Everett?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Full check.
What does she want, really quick?
She wanted to know if you're making payments on something, monthly payments, and if at some point you don't like their services and you write paid in full on the bottom of the check and they accept the check and cash it, does that make it true?
No.
Good.
Here you go. People are always trying to put one over on somebody.
You cashed it. That's a contract. No, not really.
You have to have a meeting of the minds. It has to be intentional on both parties, and I think you can pretty clearly...
Yeah, it's like writing blow my glands on the dollar bill and handing it to somebody. Here, take that. Now. Here.
Yeah, try that with Ford Motor Credit. Here's $1, baby.
Even write all the information about the car on a dollar bill. 1977 Trans Am. Paid in full. Here you go. And then call him the next day. Where's my title? Effers. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Russ.
Yes.
this morning.
I don't care. We don't talk about him anymore. He's been getting too much radio from me.
I don't listen to it, kid.
Well, how did you... Didn't I just say I'm not talking about that anymore?
Okay.
All right, thank you. I know what he's talking about. I get emails when it happens. These little turds have fallen into his little genius bird-eye trap. And this will be the last time I'll address this, so don't even bother me with it anymore. The reason he steals from us, and we know for a fact that he does, because today he was talking about hair loss.
Oh, jeez.
The reason he does is he's recycling our listeners. People don't listen to his show because it's great. They're listening to busting, and then they can rat him out. So not only, it's really genius if you stop and think about it. Yeah. Not only is he stealing good material, he's getting promotion on another radio station. So if you want to keep listening and try and bust him on stuff, go right ahead. But don't report to me because I don't care. Thank you. And hair loss is the least of his worries. Transplanted off the moles on his wife's ass. Plenty of hair down there. What is it, James?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Everett if I want to become a police officer, but I got a record. If I got to expunge, will I be able to still do that? Or would they be able to, like, find it?
Yeah, what about a paper towel?
Yeah, an expunction will clear your record if you're entitled to one, but you're only entitled to an expunction under very limited circumstances. Were you convicted or were you placed on deferred?
Yeah, I got deferred adjudication.
Okay.
It was like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
What was it for?
Unlawful carry a weapon.
Oh.
I was like 18.
Where were you toting it?
In my car.
Yeah. Why did they search your car?
They saw somebody, it was like a whole bunch of people, and they saw somebody handsome in my car.
Yeah.
And then I got pulled over, and they looked in the car, they saw, like, sitting on the floor of the car.
Oh, so it wasn't concealed?
No.
Dope. If it's in plain view, they can get you, right?
Absolutely.
But if they have to have a reason to search the car.
Otherwise,
if it's concealed.
Correct.
They claim the reason was they saw somebody handsome into the car.
That ain't the reason.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't what they were handing, it was the color of the hands handing around.
Yeah, dude.
So if he had that expunged, that's not on his record, right?
Yeah, but the problem is with the deferred adjudication, you're not entitled under Texas law to an expunction.
Have you already had it expunged? Oh, you were thinking about doing it?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure before, you know what I'm saying? That's what
does it, Matt, what is concealed, what is that, a Class B?
It's Class A misdemeanor.
Yes, A misdemeanor.
Oh, a Class A?
Yes.
You can't get a comp thing with that, can you?
Well,
it's
be difficult.
Really?
Yeah.
It was 6 years ago. How long would he have to wait before that falls off, or does it?
Well, it's never going to fall off, but obviously as it becomes more and more remote in time, it becomes less and less relevant as to, who this guy is.
Did they take that into account, do you know?
I would hope so, but I think my understanding is that law enforcement is pretty strict, and he may know more about this than I, given that that's what he's trying to get a job doing, but my understanding is that law enforcement is pretty tough about, if you have anything, even a deferred adjudication, regardless of how old, you probably...
So I can't be a cop now?
Probably not.
Damn.
Well, now, the two of you have something in common.
Well, Russ, you're too old anyway.
I am not. I could get on, like, police reserve or something.
Yeah, I don't think they take them in, into the academy or anything until after, if you're over 35, I think is what they told me. Like, if you wanted to be a full-time, honest-to-God cop, I think over 35, they don't take you.
Because my obstruction of a passageway is a Class B, isn't it?
That's right.
But it's deferred.
That's right.
But I can't get it expunged?
No. No.
Not even with the quicker picker up there?
No, a Swiffer one.
And it won't ever drop off?
No.
I'm close.
Yeah. I wish I had known that at the time.
You know.
I didn't know all of that. I thought with the deferred adjudication, it would just go away and that would be it.
Well, it's dismissed. It's not a conviction, and you can truthfully say that you've never been convicted of a criminal offense.
But I can't be a fuzz.
Had I known that you wanted to be a policeman...
It's just always just in case. I never will, but you always just like to have the door open in case you want to be the 5-0.
It's your retirement plan.
Yeah.
Retire from radio, become a cop.
Oh, can you imagine getting pulled over by Russ? Oh, dear Lord.
After a while...
just like getting pulled over in Bald Springs.
What happened in Bald Springs?
I never...
I'll tell you later.
Tell me. All right, I've hit the delay 8 times. Just tell the story.
There were some cops that pulled over a guy in Bald Springs.
By the way, nobody cussed because I'm out of the delay.
Yeah. Some cops pulled over a guy in Bald Springs and harassed him just a little bit too much.
They beat him?
Actually, Eddie's read this story. He was telling me about it.
Did they beat him?
No, actually, they just it was like verbal
harassment.
Yeah, just harassment. They pulled him over. He was the wrong color in the wrong part of town, and he was
at the wrong time of day.
Yeah, is this the guy that got arrested for parking too close to the curb?
Yeah.
And they had it on their own. Oh, this is a great story.
They had it on their own video camera, and they were just like, I mean, the guy's like going, I'm just checking on my house over here. And he goes, it ain't your house till you close on it. You got no reason to be here. And he's like going, I just got off work. And they're like going, sure you did. You know, why don't you just lean on the car and stuff like that.
Really? And they got it all on tape?
Yes, on their own video. They recorded them going, you're under arrest. The guy goes,
wait, they even arrested him?
They took him to jail. And the guy's on video going, what am I being arrested for? They go, failure to change address on your driver's license and parking too close to the curb.
What did they do to the cops?
One of them got suspended 2 days without pay and some kind of demotion, and the other one got demoted. He was like a sergeant, got demoted down to a patrolman.
But I think there's a big civil suit pending against Balch Springs.
At this point, yeah, it was kind of up in the air with them.
I saw the video. That was quite humorous.
Is it?
Well, yeah, and you just know the whole time that this is a video that the cops themselves are taking of them screwing up.
Yeah, why would you do that? Unless it just happens so often that you forget. The cops, the cameras go on. I mean,
you've seen that before. If you watch any of the police shows on court TV or anything like that, they'll use the police video against them.
Yeah, I know, but why would you, if you thought you were going to get busted because there's tangible evidence, it's not his word against mine, there's actual videotape, why wouldn't you just take him away from the camera?
There are all kinds of instances of that sort of thing happening.
Or like JD said, you know you're probably in trouble when the cop pulls the remote out of his pocket, points it at the camera, shuts it off.
Oh, dear. It was going to hurt.
You turn the camera on, ain't you?
What is parking too close to a curb, by the way? I've never even heard of that. I can see parking too far away from a curb.
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's probably some Balch Springs ordinance.
And the guy was black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't doing anything.
Was this at night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ain't that enough?
It is if you live in Balch Springs, apparently.
Obviously not. One guy got suspended, another guy got bumped down to patrol officer.
Well, that's true.
I'd love to be a cop just for a day. People would recognize the number on the car after a while, just get out of the car and start beating themselves in the street.
Oh, no, it's Officer Martin.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to stick this in my mouth.
And I just healed.
That video reminds me of a case I had a while back with a prostitute that an undercover officer.
A court case?
Yes. Yes, a court case. Thank you. And the undercover officer had recorded the two of them in the room together, and she puts the condom on him with her teeth.
Wait a minute, was his weenie out?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think if you're a cop, your thing can come out.
It was out.
Well, that ain't good, is it?
Well, the funniest part of the whole video is you can hear them discussing, what's about to occur.
Right.
She then places the condom on him with her mouth, and you can hear him audibly go,
Hey, you don't want that played back in court.
They dismissed that case.
I didn't think you could pull your peppy out.
Yeah, Vice is a pretty cool job.
Now, what if I'm a prostitute and I'm curious about you, and I go, are you a cop?
Oh, they lie all the time about that.
Well, if they say no, does it still hold up?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw movies to where if you don't say, if you lie, it don't hold up.
Yeah.
That ain't the truth?
No.
No. All right. Well, there goes another career in the crapper. Hold on. How far behind are we, Eddie?
Just a little bit.
All right. Yeah, Jesse?
Hey, man, I was just wondering if you ever got your pointy little hats yet.
Did you get the letter?
Yeah, I read it on the air yesterday. Of all the things going on this station, cash giveaways, big foam party coming up, 2-year anniversary in a month or so, they're concerned about the pointy hats.
Well, of course.
I believe they have until May 10th, and then the letter that I read yesterday. Did you hear the letter?
No, I missed it.
Very well written. That letter gets faxed out, or does it got to go out certified?
It's going to go out certified.
Yeah, because if it's not certified, technically they can say they didn't get it.
Yeah, that's just, something we want to do to make sure that everything's covered.
Yeah. Not that anything's going to happen. I just like the fact that, A, it pisses CBS off in New York, and it drives Bob wild. Because thanks for calling, Jesse. Because he goes, they don't have a sense of humor up there. It's a corporate office. They sit around in suits and listen to their butts pucker. That's all they do every day.
I used a lot of legal jargon.
Yeah, I know. I have it.
So it's not a flippant letter.
It's about pointy hats.
We contractually agreed.
Yeah, it's in there. They agreed to it.
Less than a month ago, and they're already in breach, potentially.
Where's the part there? You already know the way that the contract reads that says we get the pointy hats.
Right.
Everett retells that in the letter that's going to go out. Then it says the aforementioned contract provision clearly states that in no uncertain terms that said pointy hats must be delivered within 30 days of said contract's execution. However, no pointy hats have been forthcoming. Please be advised that Infinity Broadcasting Corporation's failure to provide the Russ Martin Show with these pointy hats at a timely manner constitutes a material breach of said contract. Mr. Martin has suffered unspeakably as a direct and proximate, is that right?
That's right.
Proximate result of Infinity's contractual breach. His mental anguish has been excruciating and has resulted in a number of soft tissue injuries, several of which have taken days or even weeks to develop.
I can see him from here.
Mm-hmm. In the event of specified pointy hats are not delivered to the Russ Martin Show within 10 days of Infinity's receipt of this letter, Mr. Martin will have no alternative but to presume that Infinity does not intend to honor the terms of the contract, whereupon Mr. Martin will begin seeking employment elsewhere. Further be advised that Mr. Martin will take any and all necessary legal action to ensure that he is fairly and adequately compensated for any and all damages accrued, plus 10% interest per annum from the date of judgment rendered, if any, until satisfied in full, resulting from Infinity's wanton disregard of said contractual terms regarding said pointy hats. I eagerly await your prompt reply. Yours truly, Everett Newton, attorney at law. Send that out Friday, would you?
I absolutely will.
What is Friday? Friday is the 10th.
Yes. So they'll get it
Monday.
Yeah.
Here's what we'll do. Fax it out Friday.
Okay.
Send it certified Friday as well.
Okay.
So that way they have it and they can marinate in their juices Friday over it.
Right.
All weekend. And then they'll have this stuff Monday.
Excellent.
Good. Good to be king, ain't it? All right, we got to do news. We'll take a break. We'll come back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
So you're going to make it till 7, Everett, without cussing?
Absolutely.
Who wants some of this?
I'm in it.
I'm in.
Eddie?
20.
Yeah. I take all
I got 20 says he don't make.
I got $100.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm in.
This is not one of those on-air bets where we don't pay off later when the mic's off.
All right.
I'll even turn the mic off. Okay. $100.
I'm in. However much you guys want to bet. I feel badly taking your money like this.
Okay.
All right, who's in? Who's in and for how much?
I'm down for 20.
I'm in 20.
20, Eddie, 5? All right.
Okay, $145.
Yes.
Okay, I got it covered.
One cuss word. That's
Yep.
all it takes.
Off the air.
And you guys can't, start beating the heck out of me.
I'd like to go 200. No, hell's okay.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to be sure. I'm going to be extra careful. Got a lot of money riding on this.
Okay. What do I need?
I'll never make it. You don't need to do anything to me.
I'm serious. I'm really betting. This is your chance to back out. You can buy us out for 10% on the dollar. You give me $10 and we're even.
No, you're giving me 100 at the end of the show.
Okay.
Perhaps. I'm as excited about it as you are because I don't know who's going to win either.
Oh, we got to do news. Yeah, what is it? Hello?
Hey, on Everett's letter to CBS, would that hickey constitute soft tissue injury?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's actually a statutory definition for a soft tissue injury that doesn't.
Well, what does the hickey got to do with anything?
Well, if you'd had that pointy hat on, you wouldn't have got.
Shut up. And I didn't go out last night because I still got the hickey.
You didn't call her back?
Yeah, I said I had something really to do. I had to go meet with the guy that draws up the house plans.
The architect.
Yeah, I had to go meet with him.
So you lied to her?
Well, I did, but I wasn't last night. I had to meet with him, I just didn't want to.
Okay.
He lives all the way out in Mansfield, and I don't want to drive out there. So I didn't go. I even tried tanning today. I thought maybe if I darkened up my skin, it would make the bruises not as dark.
I know, you just end up with a darker hickey.
You see him still, Everett?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good God.
They'll be going by this weekend, won't they?
Yeah, I think
In time for the prom?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Get to use those jokes we used yesterday all over again.
They're all new to me.
Good. All right, you ready to do this? All right. All right, 3:45, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by Jose Cuervo. Viva Cuervo for the ultimate margarita and the smoothest shots. Call for Jose Cuervo. Remember, Viva responsibility. Drink responsibility. Drink responsibly. Okay, Wednesday, May 8th, it is, 2002. Birthdays today, Tony Tennille from Captain and Tennille, 59. Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie, she's 38. Alex Van Halen, 49. And Don Rickles is 76.
Did you hear about Eddie Van Halen?
No.
It's on one of the Van Halen websites. Says he's all better.
Is he on anybody's list?
I think Eddie's got him.
Yeah.
Eddie was pissing and moaning about it yesterday. Says he's been given a... Now, I don't know if this was an official Van Halen website by the band because it was like van-halen.com.
So there's hope.
Possibly.
They can't always come back.
Well, I find it very odd that Warner Brothers dropped Van Halen about 2 months ago. I don't
They
think...
got no lead singer. It ain't got nothing to do with his cancer.
Well, but they have a huge catalog of highly successful songs. They could ultimately find another lead singer. I just find it surprising that Warner Brothers would drop them.
It's not surprising to me. They can't get along with anybody. You can't it's like a chick having a problem with every guy she dates. After a while, maybe it ain't the guys. As far as the chick goes. I know what you're saying. I don't think that would be the only thing. Possibly the cancer was a concern. But just the fact that, they can't keep anybody. And then they get Gary Sharon in there. That was genius. Now he's gone. Then maybe it's David back. And then David Lee's not back. Now David Lee and the Sammy Hagar are touring together.
Right, people are calling in saying that is the official website.
Van-Halen.com?
Yeah.
They said that about George Harrison, though, all the way up till the day he died. Oh,
Yeah.
no, he's okay. There's nothing wrong. Then, boom, he's dead.
Yeah, from a PR standpoint.
What?
It's a good thing to say.
What difference does it make?
Well, if he's looking to get another record deal or they're looking to tour at some point or,
Yeah, he doesn't sing. Who's going to know if his tongue's gone? Isn't that what he's got?
Yeah.
True. All right, go ahead.
Okay, Luke Helder, the suspect in the pipe bomb spree that injured 6 people, was stopped 3 times for traffic offenses during his cross-country odyssey and told one officer, quote, "I didn't mean to hurt anybody." Helder was arrested yesterday near Reno, Nevada after a nationwide manhunt. In all, 18 pipe bombs were found in 5 states between Friday and Monday, including 6 devices that exploded. Anti-government notes were found in most of the bombs. 44-year-old Granbury man was shot in the back today after he pulled onto the shoulder of I-20 in Arlington and confronted another motorist who had stopped. The cops, of course, think it's road rage. The victim was in his pickup truck headed to Richardson when a friend who was driving a few cars behind him in the eastbound lanes of I-20 just west of Green Oaks exit. He pulled over on the shoulder right behind a 1980s blue Oldsmobile. The friend pulled over to see what was going on, and his friend said, "He just shot me. Go get him." Cops are once again looking for a blue 2-door 1980s model Oldsmobile. In a move that could telegraph the U.S. Supreme Court's growing concern over the execution of the mentally retarded, a Texas inmate got a reprieve just hours before he was scheduled to die by injection. Attorneys for Brian Edward Davis filed a petition with the nation's highest court yesterday asserting their client should not be executed because he's mentally retarded. Another Texas death row inmate received a stay from the Supreme Court last week after his attorneys alleged that he was mentally retarded. That's Curtis Moore. Once again, just hours before he was to be put to death. In the meantime, however, more death penalty cases in which mental retardation is raised is an issue that may be put on hold for a while.
So they're going to stop zapping yaks?
Apparently. Well, yeah, they've... I guess once they set a precedent, pretty much anybody that's mentally retarded, they can stop the execution now, right?
Well,
No?
The death penalty has fallen very much into disfavor of late. In fact, Illinois has recently imposed a moratorium on the death penalty. They're not executing anyone there.
Well, Texas hasn't.
No. We're
zapping at light speed.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Trying to keep up with Oklahoma.
Got to set a standard. You do?
Oh, absolutely. Oklahoma has set it.
So we're trying to catch up?
Yeah, we're just trying to catch up to Oklahoma.
We won last year, didn't we?
I think we did.
That's the whole mental retard. And you know what? Even the background. You know how they bring up the background on... Who's the guy right now that's on trial for Aubrey Hawkins' murder? Fat guy.
Down in Mount Vernon or someplace?
Wherever it is. I don't know which one.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay. They were going to bring up the fact that he was abused as a child, and some doctor said that he had, as he was growing up, he had sexual indecisiveness. I forget what the phrase is, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Didn't know if he was queer or straight, whatever.
Right.
What do I care? He shot a cop. The cop's dead. Let's whack him.
Yeah.
Why do they bring that up? Is this for the jury to make him as less two-dimensional?
Well, absolutely. And in a case of a capital murder case, the only two possible punishments upon conviction are death or life in prison. And the attorney's job is to try and somehow...
What do I care if he had a rotten childhood?
Well...
Must I go back and bring up all the things that my mother did to me as a child?
No, I think...
Well, no, I completely agree with you, but that's what they're trying to do, is just try to characterize him in such a way that the jury will find it in their heart to let him live.
I haven't done anything horrible, and one time my mother buried me alive.
Wouldn't you be dead then?
No, I got out.
Oh, you got out, okay.
Just up to the neck?
No, all the way.
You dug out?
Yeah.
Was this dirt or...
It was dirt. Buried me all the way under the dirt, alive. Just because I didn't wrap the cheese up right when I put it back in the fridge and it got hard edges.
Your mother was a wonderful person.
She tried all kinds of crap on me when I was a kid.
What else did she do?
They had these little boards. I don't even know what you call them. It's like a triangle iron board. The board's probably about like a foot by foot and got little triangles on it made out of iron. You got to sit on that for hours.
I don't think.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
Made my hips bleed and fester endlessly. Lots.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that part.
She had this baton one time that she made.
Mm-hmm. Really?
She made it out of one of those Radio Shack 101 science fair kits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hooked up some juice to it. She'd step on my hands and ram it in my eyes.
You're making these up.
I am not.
Yeah.
Wow.
She got a cheese slicer one time.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Removed all the skin from my back. Used a pump spray bottle full of high karate and zips me with it.
That's a good one.
And you wonder why I'm not going over there for Mother's Day.
No, you better go over there for Mother's Day. Well, go pick her up and bring her to your house.
I know. All the things she's done to me.
She didn't do any of these things to you. Making them up.
She made me drink water one time until I died.
No. Until you died. Mm-hmm. And why are you here now?
Don't leave me alone.
Okay. I didn't ask.
High karate?
Yeah. Jeez. Greater.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Digging going to begin at the site of the 7 World Trade Center today. The first work toward reconstruction of a building since the September 11th terror attacks. A formal groundbreaking will be in about 3 weeks. A spokesman for the developer called today's work exploratory. You want to lower your risk of heart attack? Drink more water and less of everything else. Researchers have found that people who drink at least 5 glasses of water each day were less likely to die from heart attack than those who drank 2 or fewer glasses per day.
Sodas count?
No.
Why not?
In contrast, people who drank a lot of other fluids were more likely to die from heart attacks than those who drank less.
How come sodas don't count?
It just says just water. Heavy non-water drinking in men is associated with almost a 50% increase in the risk of heart attack. So
aren't sodas like 99% water?
It says nothing else other than water.
Sodas are almost water.
In this particular research. It says
brought to you by Ozarka.
Non-water drinking.
Oh, by the way, did we get a new shipment from Dr. Pepper today?
Yes, we did. Tons. The office is full of it.
Was the stuff in our office, is that all they brought, or is there some in the storage room?
I don't know. I wasn't there when the second shipment came in.
Do you know, Eddie?
The first shipment was like, how many? was that tall.
About 6 feet?
Yeah, 6 feet tall, and then it was just...
So there are 2 shipments?
Yeah.
Because all that's stacked in our office right now when I walked in is a bunch of Diet Dr. Peppers and Diet 7-Up. Okay. And although Diet 7-Up is quite the taste sensation,
right,
I was hoping for the Diet Cherry 7-Up.
There was another dolly going to come up,
yes,
and I damn was staying for that, so I don't know if it got there or not.
What is it, Everett?
Nothing.
Oh, and of course, there's a shipment of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Marvelous. Because no Diet Dr. Pepper has been forthcoming.
Oh, we're not out. We haven't even come close to running out.
I know.
Oh, that closet is stacked.
Hold on, Dan's back. Dan.
Yes, sir.
Did we get Diet 7-Up?
I believe so, yes.
Diet Cherry 7-Up?
I think so.
I didn't see any in the office. Is it in the storage room?
I'll have to look.
Did the second shipment come, Dan?
Yeah, he brought up a second pallet. But
okay.
I want the Diet Cherry 7-Up.
Well, they may not have any right now to sit.
Why would they be out?
I don't know.
Hard to find it. Don't make very much of it.
It's quite tasty.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, Allison.
Made JD bring all that back that he took home.
Did you take some home?
I didn't take any home.
What did you take home?
I took some regular Dr. Pepper home. I took 2 6-packs of regular Dr. Pepper home for my kid.
And I
you
didn't.
Don't drink that.
Do we got to cover this again?
I'll go buy you 2 6-packs.
I didn't even know if he took any. I just took a shot.
Thanks, Dan.
You messed up to nothing.
Damn it. Can we roll the tape back? No. 2 6-packs. We got 9 million of them.
That's not the point.
Okay, I'll buy you 2 6-packs.
It's the
I know.
That's why they're bringing up Dr. Pepper.
I know.
Not because it's a J.D. Ryan's Kid's Son show.
I know. I got you. Okay. I'll bring you 2 6-packs back.
Why didn't you get a hold on this after giving away my wine?
I just didn't. Sorry. I was... And I confessed. Alice in Chains lead singer.
Hold on a second.
Lane Staley.
Hold on. Okay.
Apparently overdosed on a speedball, according to the official coroner's report.
What is that?
Speedballs also killed John Belushi in River Phoenix.
What is it, Everett?
I have no idea.
Eddie? Anybody know?
Well, you don't have to do it to know what it is.
Hold on. It says here in the thing. It says it's a combination of heroin and cocaine.
And how do you mix it together?
It doesn't say that. Speedball is a combination of heroin and cocaine, all it says. And also the same thing that killed Belushi and River Phoenix. Stanley's death was ruled accidental, and the coroner report said he died April 5th, the same date Kurt Cobain committed suicide in 1994, and he was, of course, found 2 weeks later. Flies and goo.
I'm sure he probably looked like a melted cheese sandwich.
Can't even imagine.
And people got pissy.
How was that accidental, though?
Well, yeah, I think a speedball's for entertainment purposes.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I'm waiting for Dan to screen a phone call so when we get an expert.
Oh.
Hold on. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, they don't mix them together. They just take them at separate times.
Now, how do you do it? I mean, it's like, what'd you say? It was a mixture of what?
Heroin and cocaine.
All right. So you do like snort one and then shoot the other?
Yeah, well, they shoot the heroin and then they can snort the cocaine or whichever way they're going to take it.
What, line 2, Dan? All right, thanks.
Yeah, I've always heard that they're mixed together.
Oh, what is it, Philip? Philip?
I told him to turn his radio down, not hang up.
Oh, that's all right. Either way, I didn't have to hear his radio in the background.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you make, whatever, anyway, you're doing them at the same time. I guess it's maybe like doing a shot of Jack and a beer as a chaser. You don't mix them together, but you do them in close proximity.
Like a root beer float.
Or smoking some dope and drinking at the same time, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we get the idea.
Yeah. Or possibly. Yeah.
So, I don't think that's suicide.
Yes, not.
But just the fact that he's doing stuff like that to himself and then people get pissy when you make fun of the fact that he laid in his bed and turned into goo over a period of a couple of weeks. And really, the last album that I remember them having or touring with was Jar of Flies. That's just funny.
Yeah. That is.
All right, hold on, Dan. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Russ.
Yes.
Hey, bro, you mix them 2 together, man.
All right, how do you mix them together?
All right, bro, what you do, man, is you melt down the heroin and you put it in the spoon, man, and then you put the cocaine with it.
All right, and then how do you take that in?
You draw it up with the needle.
Oh. Have you done that?
No.
All right, thanks. I wonder why one or the other isn't enough. They're both pretty potent, right?
One would think.
Yeah.
And you watch people, even stars, die of that. You go, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Yeah, you had athletes back in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's when cocaine kind of took a dip, and I guess heroin came back around. I'm not sure. I don't know. I missed the big coke memo.
Right.
But, like Lynn Bias and other athletes were dying from doing coke. And people started to stop, and they went on to something else. Now they're mixing the two together. You got it coming if you're doing crap like that. What is it? Yeah, Rodney?
Yeah, I did it for 5 years. But what we did, you can do it in a spoon, you can do it in the bottom of a Coke can.
You can do it.
You take the heroin and you put it in there, drop your cocaine in there with it, burn it up, and then you inject it.
Did you ever run out of places to jab your arm?
Oh, I've got track marks, bad. I've got scars for life now.
What made you finally stop?
Going to prison.
I knew that was going to be the answer.
Did you really?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you when they arrested you? Did you go through withdrawals or whatever?
Oh yeah. For about 30 days. For about 30 days, I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs because I'd been doing it for so long.
Did you go to prison for dope or for stealing?
No, for dope.
How long were you locked up?
About 18 months.
Long enough to straighten your ass out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now I've got a beautiful daughter and a nice house and a wife, so it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Seriously. Okay,
speaking of drugged out, one of the few complaints people have about the Osbournes is it's nearly impossible to understand what Ozzy Osbourne is saying most of the time. Well, according to the Washington Times, MTV is going to fix that. They're going to have subtitles for the non-hearing impaired. And also a new development on the second season of the Osbournes. The New York Times says that there will be 20 episodes next season. That's twice as many as they had this year.
Aren't most shows closed captioned anyway?
Well, but they're going to have actual subtitles at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, you don't have to have the decoder.
Most TVs have that anyway.
Yeah.
All mine at home do.
Well, but when you turn on the TV, there aren't subtitles going across the bottom of every show.
This will be on the bottom of every show. It'll already be there.
Most shows, don't they close caption anyway?
Right, but you have to have the actual...
My TV does that.
But not everybody's does.
I think most new TVs do that. They already have the closed caption. Shut the F up. Sorry.
I don't know how.
You're right. It's a ridiculous idea. Call MTV at once.
Anyway.
It is. Most TVs already have that.
Last night was the ending, and they did it kind of, at the very end, they did...
You tape it?
No.
News dude.
All right, last night was what?
They did sort of a retrospective of all 10 shows. The best moments, like when he fell out of the chair and threatened to kill the dog and all those little...
I saw some kind of clip today on CNN of them chasing a cat. What was that?
Missed that one.
Oh, that was the one where his cat got out and he was going through the yard trying to catch it.
Yeah, this cat was in a house and they're screaming like it was a python or something.
And we threw the log over the fence and broke the window.
Yeah.
Like the neighbors.
I wonder how much of this is just hyped up for TV.
Right.
If they really do that.
Yeah. Or if they leave and he stands up straight and goes, jackasses. But when he was with President Bush earlier this week, he was not there.
I couldn't believe he got up in that chair. I was like, you're going to fall right here.
He was at a Blue Oyster Cult concert in his head. He was not there with the President of the United States.
All I knew was they were chanting my name.
And he just stood up like, sit down. Sit down, because sooner or later you're going that way anyway. Sit down. All right, I'm done.
Okay, other British folks that are past their prime. The Rolling Stones, this will be cut number 1, announced their 2002-2003 world tour during a press conference yesterday in New York. In this cut, Mick Jagger says he had second thoughts about the blimp ride the Stones took to the press conference. Then Mick Jagger was asked.
His hit.
Yeah.
You say cut 2?
Cut 1.
Oh. It's coming.
We did have this idea that throughout the tour, the competition winners would go on this as a sort of great prize. I'm not quite sure how much of a prize it is rather than a forfeit, but we had a really good time in it.
He was riding the balloon in. Also, cut 2, he was asked what the group's motivation was for the tour, besides money, obviously.
Either we stay at home and become pillars of the community, or we go out and tour. We couldn't really find any communities that still needed pillars.
And finally, Mick Jagger, cut 3, and Keith Richards were asked what will be the Stones' set list when they play.
The set list is still a bit down the road. It just depends if we can remember them or...
Back to the drawing board. We're open to suggestions.
Have they put out a new song in the past 10 years?
Yeah, they had a new album come out.
When?
This year.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they say they have one in the works now, a new CD.
This is their 40th anniversary. 40th.
Yeah, I guess, let me see, 62 they put out. Hold on, I know this. No, I don't. Never mind.
Okay.
For Entertainment Tonight, speaking of years, is celebrating 20 years. Here's Mary Hart talking about how teamwork is important when you're co-hosting a show like Entertainment
Tonight. I have always believed, I learned this from a partner I worked with in Oklahoma City, that you cannot be a team and have one of you be good and the other not good. It doesn't work that way. Both of you have to rely on one another, and you have to work together as a team to really create the strength, because you ultimately are one.
There we go, man. Finally, Mary Hart says.
They read teleprompters.
Yeah.
But you got to be a team.
Back to you, Mary.
Yeah. All right.
And finally, she says she's seen some really big stars come and go in her 20 years.
What also has been interesting over the 20 years is the shows that were, for example, Falcon Crest, Dallas. Those were the big shows when we first went on the air. And the stars were so big at the time. But they went away. And now, do we hear about John Forsythe or Linda and, all of the cast of characters? That's another amazing thing, how stars come and go. They're big names one day. And
I can't stand any more of that. Go ahead.
And she's just on and on and on. All right, there's news brought to us by Nextel. Get right through with Nextel Direct Connect, the digital two-way radio feature. Nextel, how business gets done. 1-800-NEXTEL-9. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
We're gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off, sucker.
How we want the rock. Yeah, rock the rock. How we rock. We gotta have the rock. More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
So we have to run this traffic thing, and Jonathan does a sponsorship?
Yes.
Oh, this is getting absurd's not even a good word. All right.
Hit movies are always in stock on pay-per-view on AT&T Digital Cable. Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke give Oscar-nominated performances in Training Day, a powerful police drama. Order in on AT&T Digital Cable.
Go, Jonathan.
All righty, Russell. This report brought to you by Rendado and Vive Cuervo. For the ultimate margaritas and the smoothest shots, call for Jose Cuervo. And remember, Vive responsibly, drink responsibly. Eastbound I-30, just before Jim Miller, right shoulder's blocked, the traffic sluggish, all the way back to the Fair Park curve. That's due to an accident with a knockdown light bulb. Northbound, 635, just past I-20, center lane is blocked by a broke-down semi. That's causing sluggish traffic all the way back to eastbound I-20. Southbound I-35, Simmons, just past 635 LBJ. There's an accident blocking the two left lanes, causing backup to Sandy Lake Road. Eastbound I-30 East Arnold Thornton Dolphin Road, two left lanes blocked due to a 6-vehicle accident. That was causing a very, very heavy delay. You might want to find an alternate route. Just don't go through Pleasant Grove. And finally, they just put up some new barriers on westbound I-30 just before Summit. Then blocked off the right lane. That's already causing a backup into the Mixmaster. Again, you might want to find an alternate route. This report brought to you by AT&T Digital Cable and Fantastic Sam's, the best place for cuts, styles, color, and perms at affordable prices is Fantastic Sam's, your full-service salon. Over 35 Metroplex locations with great service and great prices. Fantastic Sam's. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM White.
Thank you, Jonathan. Cloudy, windy, warm again, 70 for the low tonight, cooling off a little bit tomorrow, should be mid-70s for the high, and then some rain by tomorrow night. 84 degrees currently at the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right. And tomorrow, because that traffic report just had 5 sponsors.
Right.
5. Nobody does that.
No.
Tomorrow I'm meeting with Reed. This is absurd.
It's getting ridiculous.
How many units, if we played everything we were supposed to, Eddie, how many units per hour do we have? We've counted up before, I always forget.
Okay, you're talking about
Everything on there. If we were to play everything on there like we're supposed to.
On this or on the actual audio vault?
Everything, I don't get, everything each hour that we're supposed to, how much time would that be, or how many units?
If we played everything in the audio vault, it would come close to 28 minutes.
So half of the show, each hour, we're on 2 hours a day. Basically.
Yeah.
And if the ratings drop, they're not going to go to Wayne Walker in sales and go, hey, ratings have dropped, what are you doing? They're coming to me.
Yeah.
This is going to stop. I'm going to stop playing spots altogether until they do something about it.
Be like PBS with content.
I got it. All right, it took me a second. Okay. Don't spring with that, Eddie. That's just ugly.
Yeah, that wouldn't be nice.
I've never heard of that many units an hour, any radio station, ever. Used to be 17 was just a whole lot.
Yeah, if it really is 28 units. Now, are all of those...
We have 19 that we absolutely have to run that are actually commercials that people pay for to run.
Yeah.
There's 19 minutes worth of that.
And then there's the stuff that we run off the air just so the computer shows that we played it.
Yeah.
While we're talking.
What's happening on the station other days. And
just other stuff like that. So the commercials actually run. You just don't hear them. Like right now while we're chit-chatting.
Isn't going to say it. This is my first operation.
So when they go back and check the computer logs later, hey, it ran.
Sure.
Ran at 421.
Ham for $39. 140.
We're running the snot out of spots. So I'm serious. I don't care what has to be done, because in the long run, everybody's going to suffer.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about everybody. I'm concerned about me. But that's the point that you make to them. You sitting there in that desk as GM, sooner or later you're going to suffer from that. I don't care how much money we're making right now, and we're sold out. Nobody can even get on this station until the end of the summer.
Is that right?
Yeah. Big memo that Bob sent out a couple of days ago. Hey, don't miss any spots. Because if you miss any spots, there's no time to make them up, because we're sold out through September. End of August.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, we don't miss spots.
Isn't going to ask us where our room is located.
Ever. I'll get sick. Contractually, I can get sick for a while, can I?
Oh, yeah. And the pointy hat thing may blow this contract wide open.
Oh, I doubt it. But contractually, I think I could be sick for 2 weeks before they can actually make any legal moves, right?
Yeah, and you're looking at a little feverish.
Yeah.
A little pecked.
What is it, David?
Hey, I have a question for that foul-mouthed attorney.
All right.
Oh
man! And during the break, we were pumping him. We were asking him about his Channel 4 appearance. We were asking him about Valerie. We were just talking, because if you get him all comfy and you're just talking normally, that's when the words are going to fly.
His spews.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here with my mantra: must not cuss.
Yeah.
Must not cuss.
Ever walked back from the bathroom? No cuss. Must not cuss.
You'll get him eventually.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a given. Go. What did you want?
Okay, let's say I have a picture of my neighbor in a compromising position, and I have a place to put it on the internet. What are my liabilities? Am I going to get in trouble if I take it from my house? Or let's just say I come across a picture of someone and put it on the internet.
Well, if you're doing it in such a way as to cause them some sort of harm, arguably they could file suit against you for something along the lines of intentional infliction of emotional distress. So to the extent that you're liable, that's the risk you run.
So the intent plays a part of it.
Absolutely.
What if he has a website that's called like happygolucky.com? Where obviously it's not an ugly site. I'm just happy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just happy to show you my neighbor.
Well, I think that would be a matter for the jury to decide, and if you can honestly, with a straight face, look in the mirror and say that you don't think there's any way a jury would find against you, given the facts of your particular case, whatever they are, then feel free. But
well, let's go this way. How'd you get the picture?
I just acquired it.
Somebody gave you a picture? What is the picture of?
The neighbor. It should have made it. Apparently, it was intended for the trash can. Some stuff didn't make it into the...
Is it a naked picture of your neighbor?
Yeah.
All right, and you found it in the trash?
Found it actually out in the alley.
That's public domain now.
Well, You're confusing what private citizens do with what the state does. If the state were to search your trash, then yes, you don't have a privacy interest in your trash. They can do that.
Well, what about when we stole the trash? Once it's out on the street, that's fair game.
Well, yes, but that doesn't rise to the level of intentional infliction of emotional distress because you're not doing anything overtly with that trash designed to cause someone anguish.
Well, what is the? I'm going to ask you again, and stop saying it's your neighbor. What is the picture of?
Apparently, he took some pictures of her in some lingerie.
That's it?
And for their own personal use. And
no nudity?
Not some. It's scantily clad, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, what do you want? All right. Now, what do you want to put it on the web for? Because obviously, it's of no interest to me.
Well, it's just the kind of thing some people like to share.
Are you mad at them?
What's that?
Are you mad at them?
I didn't make that out.
Are you angry?
I don't even care.
I wonder why he's doing it.
Does he do it to just be a punk?
Oh, I would probably say that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, why do something that's going to put yourself at any sort of risk? There's absolutely nothing to gain.
Well, yeah, who's going to, there's a lot better stuff on the net than some ugly chick, if it's not a pro, some ugly chick next door that's naked.
Sure.
Yeah, put it on. I don't care. So what time is your piece tonight? Is it 9?
9 o'clock.
All right. Just you? No other attorneys?
Just me. They interviewed one of the judges as well, but they wired me, followed me around.
So you were the focus of this whole traffic piece?
Well, it's on speeding tickets, but yeah.
And this is sweeps, so it'll probably be a pretty good piece. Pretty long.
Yeah, they followed me around for almost 4 hours. Had me wired.
That's a long time for a news story. Normally they'll go out, shoot, a couple of interviews, maybe 20 minutes for a news piece.
Sure.
And then they're gone. So, yeah.
Well, it's also in the 9 o'clock, so they get a whole hour to fill. Oh. So you're going to be a little longer pieces there, too.
They'll probably even show it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
During the noon news.
Excellent.
Or in the morning, or whatever Channel 4 does. In fact, hold on a second, Thomas. In fact, Everett called me today. He goes, did you know that Channel 4 bought spots on your station just to promote my speeding piece?
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, that's what you said. No. All right, what did you say?
It came up in conversation.
No, it didn't. You called me. That was the only reason. I'm watching the news. I'm having lunch, which most people know not to bother me. Phone rings. Everett's going, hey, what are you doing? I'm watching the news. Did you know? That's what he asked.
I didn't say it like that.
What did you say?
It came up somehow in conversation.
Okay.
We were talking about, I don't know.
We were talking about that. That's the reason you called. You never call me during the day.
I do call you during the day.
No, you don't.
I called you yesterday during the day.
I didn't answer the phone, though.
It still counts.
But you could have wanted something as stupid as you did today. So he's going, they bought specific time on 105 for this. I went, they advertise on the station anyway. They run news plugs all the time. Well, that's right. Where's on my parade? Well, they actually just run commercials for the programming, not the news. Oh. Let the band play on.
Well, I merely pointed out that it was the focus of the spot that ran today. That's all I said, and I didn't say it with nearly the same amount of...
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Be on TV?
Whatever.
What is it, Greg?
Hey, buddy. I was calling to remind your news director, since he's, the crack news team, to tape.
Thank you.
Everett's spot tonight on the TV, so we'll have audio tomorrow.
Yeah, tape TV so we can play it on the radio tomorrow.
Okay.
Take a sticky note and stick it on his head so it'll.
There you go.
Won't forget.
I'll tape the TV so we can play it back.
Everett will have it on tape.
Yeah.
No, you've ruined it.
Why?
But he won't be here tomorrow, so I'll do it tonight.
All right.
I want those PBRs. We could do.
PBR rocks.
I know.
You should really get one.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what they were. I know what they are for people like me.
What are they?
What is it, Thomas?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy? I had a question for Everett.
All right.
My wife went to a bar with some of her friends the other night, and she got drugged, and I don't know what type of legal action I can take against them.
Did anything happen beyond the drugging?
Well, we went to the hospital, and we spent 3.5 hours in there, and had some physicians tell me that narcotics were present in her system.
Right.
But since they only trust for them 4 main drugs, that there's nothing that I can actually have in hard evidence. But I also have a police officer that escorted her out, and when I got there, he told me to take her to the hospital because narcotics were present in her system by her eye twitching.
Well, it's technically that could be considered an assault criminally and perhaps in a civil action as well. But again, the problem that you've already mentioned that you're going to have pursuing either of those actions is one of proof, because it's going to be very difficult to show that she didn't introduce those drugs into her system herself.
Okay, I have three. There were three other girls that were with her, and they saw the bartender especially make her drink. Will that help me at all?
It might. Again, that's a question for a jury, and it would be up to them to decide whether or not they believe that she was drugged or if they think she took the drugs herself.
Okay.
And was the drink ever out of her possession, control the whole time that she had it?
Yes.
There's too many variables to come into play.
Yeah, and your witnesses were all drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm basically up a creek.
Well, and I won't go so far as to say that, but I think it would be a difficult case to win.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Would it be better off in civil as opposed to...
Well, the burden of proof is lower, and you can win money in civil court. Criminal court, they just go to jail.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you could always do that, I guess, through the bar. Through the business, because with civil court, it's just a slight preponderance, right? Whoever sounds more believable.
Right. Preponderance of the evidence. It's kind of a 50... feather on the scale.
49-51.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Anything over 50% is a preponderance of the evidence.
Yes. Go to the civil court.
Okay, is there any publicity I can take against them?
What do you mean?
Can I take out advertising against them or stand in front of there with a bullhorn with freedom of speech?
Well, if you stand in front of them with a bullhorn, you're likely to get cited for violating the anti-noise ordinance, so I wouldn't recommend that.
Why don't you just sue them and shut up? How about that?
Okay.
All right, thanks. By the way, Bob's out of town. We'll be playing Rock and Roll Jeopardy today.
Excellent. Bob doesn't like it?
No.
Why not?
That's right. You weren't here the day that he played for you one Friday when you weren't here.
Right.
And he goes, of course he's drinking. He's in the studio.
Of course.
Can I say something from a PE standpoint? A what? Program director. Boss. Yeah, what? This game's too long. Oh, really?
So guess how long we played it that day? Hour and a half.
Till 8.
Oh. Go ahead, Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Russ. Man, you guys are not funny at all.
Okay.
All I hear is you guys laughing at each other.
Yes, you're right.
I listen to Stern in the morning. I hear Russ Martin commercial. Figure I'd check you guys out.
So 9 o'clock tonight?
9 o'clock, Fox 4.
I've heard lately is that you're going bald.
And was it Jeff Crilly?
Jeff Crilly.
That makes me laugh.
Well, what is it with him and his teeth? Do you look at his teeth?
Invest some money in some
what do you mean?
track.
Well, I mean, didn't his teeth look funny in his lips?
Oh, I think he had him bonded. I think he had his front, the top row.
Really?
He had him bonded.
Hold on a second. And that's your only problem with the show?
The show's not funny. The show is...
Well, why do you continue to listen?
I keep hoping that, on the cuts on...
You didn't notice that with his teeth?
No, I really didn't.
Oh. He's got pretty lips. He really does. If he ever goes to prison, his dance card's going to be full.
He used to do a thing called Really Crilly, where you run around the state doing stories.
He's seemed like a good guy, though.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why don't you invest in some laugh tracks?
Okay, I'll do that. And you know what? I'm sorry. I
don't know when I'm supposed to laugh.
I just said I'm sorry, and I'll look into it.
Well, yeah, I really think you should.
I just said okay.
I think you need to get us some promo.
I just said okay. I said, Lou, did I say okay? I'm trying to help you out here. I said okay.
Record your friends.
You know what? Here's something. Why don't you do this? Here's something to think about. May I throw in something just quickly here?
Yeah.
Instead of complaining or showing your disdain for the program, how about possibly you sit back and gaze at the genius that I display every day? Not only, let me finish, please. I'll take you off the air while I finish. Not only am I able to discuss the hot topics each day, the responsibilities of being an adult,
yes,
the worries of nuclear war, but I am also able to address the younger demographics by showing my childish nature and insecurities.
Oh, really?
Thereby producing the #1 talk show in Dallas-Fort Worth.
And producing hickey.
Or you can keep bitching. I don't give a rat's ass.
Flip on Stern's.
Thank you. You're welcome. Probably be a 3 or 4 minute piece.
Think so?
Yeah. Yep. They mention your website, Dallas Attorney.
I don't know if they will or not.
Did you give it to them?
No.
Office number?
No, I didn't give them that either.
Give them a business card?
Yeah, gave them a business card.
Yeah. All right, so they at least have your last name.
Yes, they know what I look like.
Good. Doesn't do any good to get publicity if nobody knows who you are.
No, you're right about that.
You actually do a sit-down interview?
They followed me throughout the courthouse.
But did they actually sit you down and the camera was on a tripod and you guys talked back and forth?
No, we stood up for that.
Oh. But the reporter stood behind the camera at one point and asked you questions.
Absolutely, while standing.
Right.
We did not do a sit-down interview.
That's an interview, then.
Okay. Yes, it was an interview. We were not sitting down.
All right. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Mr. Martin, Mr. Messiah.
Yes, sir.
I just have a suggestion to the Messiah, if I may.
Oh, go ahead.
To make Rock and Roll Jeopardy a little more, I don't know,
palatable.
Listenable.
Yes.
If you were to say, Dan and JD and Everett, all they had to do was guess the name of the song.
Yes.
And you had to guess the song and the singer.
Yes. So you don't like the game either?
Well, I do. It's just, you kick their ass every time. I know who's going to win.
Oh. Yeah, that does take some of the mystery out of it. Or it's either going to be Everett or me. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why when we have people call in,
yes,
and there's 4 of us, and I choose 4 listeners, I assign us to them at random.
Yeah, but that doesn't,
they don't know who
as far as the listeners go, that doesn't, that takes, the magic's still gone. It's like watching the same movie a bunch of times.
Yeah, but I think most people play along with us.
That's what I was
trying to guess.
That was my thinking.
Yes.
As I display my genius on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because not only do I talk about all those subjects, the adult things, the responsibility, the nuclear war, but also the childlike behavior, and interweave those so seamlessly that not even I know where the line blurs. Thank you.
It's a radio tapestry.
Yeah, it is. Or are you going to say, Dan?
I thought we just got confused and forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. Well, some people call it genius. Other people just call it not genius. Thank you. Rambling.
Meandering.
Must not cuss.
Listeners are calling in and saying, he said ass. Does ass count?
No, ass doesn't count.
I keep telling him
it's when the mics are off. We've got, it's the words you can't say on the air.
Right.
And he will. He'll falter between now and 7.
I'm feeling pretty strong.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Okay. 4:45. J.D. Ryan is here, Newton, the rock and roll attorney. Producer Dan Lewis, Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge. Anybody else I forgot? All right. What was I going to mention before we moved on? Oh. We got the foam party. Can you guys ever swallow that and I'll ask you? You almost done?
I'm up. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Can you guys eat my pie, play at the foam party?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
You going to play AC/DC? You got to.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
You got to.
Just the one time, though.
You sure?
Well, yeah, at the beginning and then again at the end, I think is overkill.
You want to come learn an additional song?
No.
Why not?
It's too hard.
No, it's not. You picked up on.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I believe when you taught me how to play Highway to Hell, I was still over at the Eagle. That's when JD was working over at Channel 39 and just listening.
Right.
He heard it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds great.
It was long and it was hideous.
No, not.
It was very arduous.
No.
For me to learn it. Yes, it was. I was there for almost all of it.
People love it. People love it when you do that. And it sounds good. You could learn another song.
What else?
You take to the. What would you like to learn? Another AC/DC song, perhaps?
Something easy.
Okay. What do you want to learn? What do you like?
I'm thinking of the different chords.
Is Dirty Deeds easy to learn? Is that one?
Yeah. Russ could learn that. You can learn that. You're going to have to actually practice, though. That's the difficult part.
I got a week and a half to learn a song.
That's right.
I can't.
You can. I promise you can if you practice.
I got to go brush up on what's-its.
You can do it, but you got to practice.
How often?
Do it.
How much?
Practice every other day.
How long?
30 minutes at the most. At the very, let's say 20.
Okay.
20 minutes a day, every other day. You can learn another song.
Dun, dun, dun. Eddie, do we have that loaded, the music thing? Go to the music section in the computer. Click on artist and see if we got anything under AC/DC. What did we just say?
30 Deeds.
30 Deeds.
Yeah. What about TNT?
Yeah.
Those are pretty close to the same as far as...
If you want to learn it, but it's AC/DC. They're all
No, Thunderstruck. That's too hard, Eddie. Long way to the top. Oh, that'd be cool if you could somebody do the bagpipes.
I was going to say, we need some bagpipes.
Couldn't you get a keyboard to do the bagpipes?
Yeah. We could get Brumley in on it.
Hey, Brumley can play, you're right.
Brumley's a great keyboard player.
And you could set up the keyboard to sound like bagpipes.
Absolutely. He's got a magnificent keyboard. this, you can burn me?
I don't do stuff like that.
I mean, if you were to do things
Get it off Aimster. You can have my CD.
Okay.
All right. So you cool on that, Brumley?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
All right. Tuesday, practice.
This Tuesday?
Yeah.
Can't we do anything this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is tomorrow? What's today? Wednesday. You want to do it tomorrow?
Sure.
Tomorrow, Al?
Let me think. What's today? Wednesday, tomorrow? Yeah, I don't see why not.
Tomorrow's Thursday night. We got practice scheduled. So, yeah, that'd be perfect.
You in?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye.
Yeah. All right, that'll be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Now. What, Eddie? Oh, okay. Line 8. All right, let me take this, Eddie, and then we'll break. Go ahead, Vicki.
Russ.
Yes?
I want to come to your VIS party.
Yeah, with enough foam, you'd look white.
Can I come?
Yeah.
So what do I have to do?
Well, you just want to come to the party, or you want to get into the special area?
I want to get into the special area.
Oh, no.
I'm special.
Are you hot?
I'm very hot. Can you imagine foam?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
How tall are you really?
I'm 5'5".
What do you weigh?
I weigh 125.
Well, if you want to get in the VIF area, you're going to have to come up here and we got to eyeball you.
Okay.
And if you're hot, we'll let you in.
That's simple.
Yeah. But not just everybody's going to get in the VIF area. We're going to give away some of those passes. In fact, I got my first Sob email. Anybody else get these yet?
Oh, no.
Yes. Sob emails. Hold on a second, Vicki. Yeah, last night. Some guy email that was, I don't know, if you printed it out, probably 15 inches long.
Good Lord.
Talked about how he's listened to me since the Eagle. Took his family out to Operation Kindness this past weekend because it was the big adopt-a-thon. This was the part, because I was just about to delete it. Then he started mentioning Operation Kindness, so I read on. They couldn't find the dog that they wanted, so they left. And the kid starts crying because he wanted to make a donation, but all his dad had was like 20s. So they went out to the car, and he goes, all right, I'm going to give you this 10. Went out and made change. I'm going to give you this 10, but we can't go to McDonald's. I don't want to go to McDonald's. I want the dogs to have the money. Oh, yeah. Then I took him to McDonald's anyway because he's such a good kid. Me and my wife really would love to get in the VIF area. That's when I hit delete.
What? No rude response? No.
Mm-mm. Anyway, you want to come up? You want us to look at you?
I do.
All right.
What shall I wear?
Just whatever you look the best in.
I look good in anything.
Do you? Do you have a bikini?
Yes.
Because I think most of the women in the foam area are going to be in bikinis.
In the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. When do you want to come up?
In about a half an hour.
Are you going to come up today?
Yes.
All right. You know how to get here? You will need directions.
No, I know where you are.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
All right. So you'll be here about 5:30?
Or before.
Okay. Can't wait.
Okay.
All right. Lovies.
I love you, too.
All right. She ain't getting in.
But she sound bad over the phone.
Yeah.
It was that hesitation.
Too many hesitations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. How tall are you? What do you weigh? Are you big and fat? Yes. Oh, no. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, 503, J.D. Ryan is here. Producer Dan Lewis, Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney. Associate producer Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge is in the thing. Did you get a hold of him, Dan? All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you want me to ask him?
About a PA and someone to run sound.
Hey, Rob?
Yeah.
At the across the street bar, they got a PA or anything?
Yeah, we're working on all that right now.
All right, so that's going to be handled. All we got to bring is just the musical equipment.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I just got a call from someone that was listening, Mark, and he's going to videotape this whole thing for us.
Mark who?
Palm, I don't know what his last name is.
He's going to videotape it with what?
He just got one of those like super deluxe cameras. He's got an editing system and everything else. So, remember our little bet about TV?
No, this doesn't count.
He's going to help me put it on Beta SP so I can take it to the TV stations.
Normally, TV stations don't like people to bring them footage. They like to come out and shoot it themselves, unless it's of a tragedy.
They're tied up.
Plus, what kind of camera is this? Did he say?
Yes, it's a XP23111 XCR.
You don't know, do you?
Yeah, well, he started rambling, and he lost me. But and he can also make it so we can stream it on the website, or we can put it on the website afterwards.
Why don't we
just excited?
Why don't we just webcast it while we're there?
Wow. Always thinking, aren't you?
I just set up a computer, stick up a webcam.
That's
right. Yeah.
That could be huge.
Yeah. That way people can watch around the world. Anyway, what is it every...
With regard to PA and...
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need to make sure we have a PA and somebody runs.
Somebody runs sound.
Yeah, we'll get that handled.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah, is there anything else we need to know?
No.
All right, thanks.
See ya.
All right. Seems like I'm forgetting something about the thing.
Brumley's wardrobe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to dress him up, Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Vest with no shirt?
Absolutely.
Leather vest, no shirt. Great big man teats hanging out.
Long-haired wig.
Yeah. Tattoos?
Absolutely.
Piercings?
Real ones.
Yeah. What else can we do to him?
I'd say dress him up like a pirate, but that's already taken.
Yeah, JD's got that one. Is your Captain Rum thing in yet?
No, it's not in yet. I can't wait to see it.
But you'll bring it in as soon as we're ready.
I'm excited. I'm a tingle.
Okay. All right. You think Brumley's going to need printed music to this song?
No, he'll be able to play it by ear. No problem.
You think?
I've jammed with Brumley before.
All right.
Brumley rocks.
Certainly two words I never thought I would hear together.
Brumley rocks.
Yeah. All right, 5:05, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by WB33 News at 9. When the weather heats up, get your info from a guy who keeps it cool, Chief Meteorologist Glenn Murray. Tonight only on WB33 News at 9, the right choice at the right time. You probably heard about 47-year-old father, Thomas Boutier, the Catholic priest from Bayou Blue, Louisiana, who was forced to resign just because pictures of him shirtless and cavorting with Mardi Gras drag queen and muscular studs and biker shorts showed up on the coffee table book called Masking the Madness, Mardi Gras in New Orleans. The good folks from the SmokingGun.com have now posted those shots of our beloved priest. So if you want to check that out, it's SmokingGun.com. Last Friday, a woman in Miami who was going through a divorce after 7 years of marriage tried to commit suicide by overdosing on pills. She would have been successful, too, except somebody found her and rushed her to the hospital for a stomach pump. Monday, she tried again, this time by jumping out of a 14-story window. She landed on the roof of a Honda CR-V and walked away with a broken arm. Fell 14 stories, just broke her arm. Surgeons at Jackson Memorial Hospital, where she's undergoing psychological evaluation, said, "Do you see this in movies? People jump from a building, land on a car, and walk away, but it doesn't happen in real life." The Honda survived with just a crunched roof and blown out windows. Researchers from the University of Rochester, New York, have discovered that teenage girls with piercings are more likely to smoke and have sex. Teenage girls with body piercings are 2.5 more times likely to give up the...
Every chick that I've dated that had the C pierced?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Slut. Give it up the first date.
I remember in high school that was the thing. If they smoked, they'd...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a thing.
And if they got, the piercings up and down their ears or whatever, slut.
Yeah.
It's a neon sign.
But somebody spent money for this thing. Rochester, the University of Rochester.
Yeah, all they had to do was make a couple of phone calls. What if she got piercing? Slut. Smokes weed? Slut.
That's what you look for.
Yeah.
Okay. Size does matter to men in more ways than one, according to the Federal Communications Commission. The son of Secretary of State Colin Powell, speaking at the annual Cable Industry Convention, had cable executives roaring with laughter yesterday by describing the new kind of male envy sweeping the consumer electronics stores in America. He said, "When I go into Circuit City, nobody's over there staring at a 13-inch black and white."
Hold on a second. Dan's waving his arms. What?
Well, this guy actually has kind of a semi-legitimate question on line one.
For me?
Well, the news story that JD just read about the priest that went to Mardi Gras, took off his shirt and got kicked out, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Russ.
Yeah, what is it, James?
Has anybody noticed that you can diddle little kids all you want in the Catholic Church, but as soon as you take your shirt off at Mardi Gras, hang out with gay people, you get kicked out?
Yeah. That makes sense. The diddling kids thing, they're asking for it.
One of the pictures apparently shows him.
Oh, the whole Catholic thing is just...
It's amazingly screwed up.
It's absurd, and the fact that some of these guys are hiding behind religion pisses me off even more. Just the fact that you're using that guys to go get... When I say guys, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That guys to go get little kids. They should yank that... I don't even... whiz on them. I'm done.
Okay. We're talking about
And you see these guys in court, the priest, that are all shackled up, and you feel sorry for them for a half a second. Then you realize what they've been doing for the past 30 years.
Sure, and it's that very facade that's enabled them to do it. The appearance of being pious.
And you know that the church has moved the guy around 10 or 12 times during his career.
They should sue the snot out of the Catholic Church. Each church. Forget the priest. Go get the church. Or get them both.
Well, the church is lost.
And why is it you can't go back and get like the church for collusion?
Well, churches have paid tremendous settlements. The Diocese of Dallas paid one out a couple of years ago, and I think it was...
They've paid out millions.
Yeah, tens of millions of dollars.
To shut it up, to keep people quiet. They've paid out millions.
That's something else that would have happened to you in your childhood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As if things that my mom did to me weren't enough.
No.
I told you
it couldn't be any worse than what the Catholic priests have been doing.
My mother dragged me behind. We had a Honda QA50, little mini bike.
Yeah.
She used to drag me behind that on concrete and light traffic.
No.
She kept you out of heavy traffic, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Your mother was a sweet lady. Come on.
She drowned me one time in a trash can lid full of water.
Drowned you?
Mm-hmm.
Once again.
But you're alive.
And she let Mr. Clark, the alcoholic that lived across the street, he would give me mouth to mouth.
Okay.
His breath smelled like strained cat ass.
She was saying that your healthcare needs were taken care of.
She stuck pimento loaf in my ass one time and tied me up in a potato sack bag with raccoons.
You meant to get that one. That's good. Very creative.
You know why?
What'd you do?
The bedspread goes under the pillows, not on top.
Did you ever do it again?
No.
Well, see, it worked.
She was just trying to raise you right.
I'm going over there for Mother's Day.
Mother never did any of that. Does she ever listen to this and go, Russell? Or she just doesn't listen, does she?
Oh, I don't know. I certainly wouldn't call that and try and defend those. Go ahead.
Okay, 9-year-old Girl Scout Tallulah Bell Willis, daughter of Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, wanted to bring a taste of home to Operation Enduring Freedom troops overseas, and Girl Scout cookies seemed to be the best way. Willis bought 12,000 boxes of cookies, and Girl Scout Troop 231's mission was accomplished. Willis and Moore have always been enthusiastic supporters of the Girl Scouts. The troops' share of the cookie sale proceeds will be donated to the animal shelter and canine companions. And let's see. Speaking of animals, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 20-year-old Terrell Green got into a high-speed chase with the cops after using a crowbar to rob a pizza driver and a female pedestrian, all while babysitting his 18-month-old son.
Anybody else would have gone to work and left their kid alone. That's a good dad.
There you go. Or done something terrible like your mother did.
Yes.
During the chase...
and all that stuff my mom did to me. You know why?
No.
I wanted one of those Polaris subs that you get out of the back of the comic book for $7.
I remember those.
Yeah.
She didn't.
I never got one. Everything else, the cheese grater on my back and it sprayed me with a high karate. That was funny to her. I want one of those. You remember those?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you put like little tablets in them and they would dive in.
No, this was one where 2 kids could get in.
Oh, that one. Oh.
It was $7. Yeah, the rockets. I never got one.
No, I would say.
Do you remember the pictures?
Yeah, but I don't remember them being $7 and be available to get in them.
You remember those, Eddie?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you ever get one?
No.
$7. That's all I wanted. What do I get? Some kind of scars and I smell good from the cheese grater and the high karate. Right. And you had a real periscope, according to the ad.
Yeah, the ad. Yeah.
Instrument panel that lit up. 2 kids could get in.
You'd need that.
Like the hovercraft?
I never saw them.
Oh, yeah. With the 3, had like 3 circular things, and it was kind of a triangular shape.
Oh, yeah.
How much was that?
It wasn't much more.
It's like $12.95.
It was real close to the same
People
price.
could ride in it, and it hovered about 3 feet off the ground. You just cruise around in it.
You ever got one of those, JD?
No.
And I knew for $7, I wasn't a jackass. I know for $7, I couldn't go too deep in that thing.
Right.
No.
Because, you know, the deeper you go in water, the greater the pressure.
Correct.
So for $7, I wouldn't have gone too deep.
Right. I can see you thought this through.
I did. It was $7, and I couldn't have a submarine. And I knew at the time, I went, we got to get one of these now because for $7, they're going to go out of business quick. And where are they now?
They're gone.
Yeah.
You had a point.
Also one of those, what was it, the 100 soldiers in a little Foot Locker?
Oh, yeah.
I remember those.
Those were like $1.50. 100 soldiers, each with its own base.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Some crouching, some standing up.
Yeah, I never got one of those. Dan, did you ever get the submarine?
Oh, no. No.
But you saw pictures of it, right?
Yes.
Every kid wanted that thing. I get dragged behind a mini bike.
Always wanted one of those. You watch it sink below the water, and then it would come.
No, not that one. The one you get in.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
$7. I wanted one of those hypno coins, to where you just hold it up in front of the chick's face and you spin it. Then her lips.
She falls in love with you.
Yeah, and her lips flap out.
Well, then you look at it with your X-ray glasses.
Those didn't work.
You got those?
You idiot. They were like $10. No, I didn't get anything. My parents wouldn't let me buy anything out of the comic thing. The great big, was the Monster Ghost. Remember those?
Yeah.
I bought the Frankenstein.
Did you really?
I really did.
What was
Glowing eyes.
Was it worth, what do they cost? Everything was like $2 or $3.
Yeah, it was at like $1.99. I thought, man, I get this full-scale model of Frankenstein with glowing eyes. It was this big picture of Frankenstein on this plastic stuff, looked like trash bag paper, and the glowing eyes were these two fluorescent circles that you paste into where his eyes should be.
Did he obey your commands even when you were secretly hiding as far away as 100 feet?
As nearly as I could tell, I couldn't really see it.
That's what it said. It said, have him obey your commands as far as away from 100 feet.
Yeah, as long as my command was stay.
Yeah. A real terror, giant-sized.
Yeah.
They didn't lie.
Over 7 feet tall.
Got the little Marky Maypole bowl-holding cowboy.
Just that one.
You finish the news. Stop it with your stupid stories.
You were just waiting for somebody to chime in, weren't you?
Okay, back to Terrell Green. He got his high-speed chase in Baton Rouge. He had his 18-year-old.
By the way, if anybody has one, I want one of those submarines. I got the $7. Somebody has to have one.
Right.
There's bound to be somebody that still sells that stuff, either on eBay or a collector that has tons of that stuff. You can probably find it somewhere.
Answer the phone, Stan. See, can you get me that sub?
Okay.
So Terrell robbed the pizza place with a crowbar.
This is the guy that took his kid?
Got in a high-speed chase, had his 18-month-old son with him. During the chase, he lost control of the car, grabbed his son, and tried to get away on foot, so he's taking the kid with him. That's a nice thing. The cops unleashed the dogs. As the canine cop got closer, Terrell threw his son at the dog. The police officers ordered he threw his son at the dog. The police officer ordered the dog to forget the boy and go after the dad. Of course, the dog did that and bit Terrell right before they arrested him. He now faces 2 counts of armed robbery and cruelty to a juvenile. And the son that he threw at the dog escaped with just a cut lip. The kid was fine. There's news and information brought to us by Bridgestone, the new Bridgestone Turanza LS. It grips wet roads even when the tread wears down. Visit your local Bridgestone retailer today. Bridgestone, a grip on the future. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right. Which line?
Line 5. Yeah. One of the girl that called earlier, she's out in the lobby.
All right, she can wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, David?
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
I've got one of those little subs that you're looking for.
Now, when you say
brand new in the box, never been out.
How big?
I think they're like, God, I can't remember. It's like 5 or 6 inches long.
No, that's not the one. That's the one that goes under the water. I'm talking about the one where 2 kids can get in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, damn you.
God,
he's calling about.
Russ.
He's calling about. I'm sorry. He's calling about the one that I was talking about, the little submarine.
No,
that you
I'm talking about the ones that were like, in the picture, it looked like it was. All right, bring this chick up to the window because I see her waving. My glasses on. Yeah. Hi. How are you? Oh, no. So, bye. No. Bye-bye. Go away now.
You can hear?
I don't know. Open the door. See what she's saying. Tell her no thank you.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Busy. Eddie, close the blind. Blind glass. Did she say GD?
She said, I'm not that bad.
Oh, yes. What'd she say?
Don't close that blind.
Oh, yeah, close the blinds, Eddie. Thank you. Perhaps another time. Open the side door, JD. The glass one. Yeah.
I'm not fat.
Yes, sweetie, you're fat. Thank you. There's some mints on the counter. Bye. Close the door. I don't understand.
Take your complimentary hay bale on your
Yes. Ooh. What did she say?
She was saying.
We can't say what she said.
Do I need to hit the delay?
No, it didn't come through.
Oh. We'll just wait till she's gone. Anyway, it was a submarine probably 5 feet long. At least that's what it looked like in the picture. Is she gone?
She's leaving. Now she's yelling at Catherine. There she goes.
Is she gone?
Yeah, to the elevator.
Good.
Still yelling.
Yeah. All right. It looked like in the pictures it was like 5 feet long. Am I the only one that remembers this? Because during the break,
I don't remember when you got in for $7. It's the ride in.
Was it the? Did it look kind of squished? It didn't look perfectly round like a submarine.
it was the side view of a submarine and it had 2 kids standing next to it. And it said, 2 kids can play and it shoots rockets and the periscope works.
I was too taken aback by the hovercraft to really pay anything else much attention.
That didn't make any difference. I didn't get one anyway. I think I remember the hovercraft too.
Yeah.
And it was like $12?
Yeah. You could ride in them, hover about 3 feet off the ground, just cruise anywhere you want.
And you bought one?
No. I never had $12.
I think my mom still got the mini bike if you want to go down Buckner Boulevard. Oh. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hi, I just wanted to comment on Russ's talking about our childhood toy fantasy disappointments.
Yes. Sounds like a topic to me, and I don't plan on getting on one. All right. Dan, if anybody calls and they got a submarine for me, you can put them straight through. Actually, we got to do Jeopardy here. Is this the sound?
Yeah.
What's the category today?
It is top pop and rock for 1970 and 1971.
Is that too far back, Everett? All you got to do, what are we doing? Either the name of the song or the name of the band. How about that?
Okay.
Either way.
Okay.
Make it a lot easier. Take a lot of the guesswork out. Nobody has to panic. Puts the mystery back in the game. Anyone could win.
We can play it the regular way if you want.
No, that's okay.
No, really. I mean, I think it would be...
I'm okay with the way I've changed it. Thank you.
Okay.
But before that, hold on a second. La-da-da. How do I get this going here? La-da-da. Da-da. I gotta figure out how to turn this on. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
It's not Russ's rule either, Kathy. It's Rob's rule. Actually, to be honest, it was Cindy's rule. We just haven't enforced it before. I know. Look, I gotta get ready for the show. I've gotta get... Damn it.
Yeah. Missed the last part.
Damn you, bastard.
My only regret is I wasn't fast enough to get the whole conversation.
How much longer did it go?
I'm worried about you.
Well, it went on for a couple minutes. It started off as a booby, sweetie thing. Trying to tell her, no, well, you can't go. No. And then turned into, then you can't go.
So why is,
You knew this was going to create problems. Why do you do this?
Because you knew you can't take chicks to appearances, and you do it anyway. That's why I reminded you on the air.
It's the only time we get to spend together.
You are at work. Do you see me take chicks to appearances?
You don't have one.
I can have chicks go to appearances.
Well, they'll be there for you.
But I know not to take them. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't work in Terrell anymore.
Oh, okay.
This is major market. This is big time.
Everyone's going to bring Valerie.
She's singing. She's working too.
Oh.
She works for the station.
And, yeah, that's true. Everett actually doesn't work for the station. He's under no obligation to follow that rule.
Yeah.
But Valerie works here. So what is it she doesn't understand that she can't come?
Well, obviously she wants to come. It's a Friday night when normally hang out. So it's a fun party. She wanted to come.
You're working. You don't go and ask to hang out with her while she's working, do you?
If it was a big party, it would be fun.
It's still work.
It's still just a party. It's
Are you being paid?
Yes.
Okay, then you're working.
Huh?
So what is it she doesn't understand? You can't go. And you're right. It was a rule that Cindy Coyle set up a long time ago. So why is she getting pissy?
Because she wants to go.
She can't go. You're working. Why don't you bring her to work every day then?
Well, technically, she could just pay general admission and come out. You can't keep somebody from
Yeah, that's what I do. Go ahead and I do that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
do that.
saying you can't tell somebody, just a general citizen, they can't come to some place.
And it only makes sense that she ride with you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that doesn't make any sense because that way you have to pay for parking. So how much longer did it go, Dan?
Just a couple of minutes. I couldn't get the recorder to work. So it took me a while, and then I finally got it working.
Oh, and she hung up at the end?
Yeah, because I said I'd get ready for the show. She goes, fine, click.
Whatever. I'm just really glad that JD and Joy are dating again.
Yeah, things finally get along to doing well, and you stir it up.
I didn't stir anything up. You were going to bring her, and I...
So what? What's the difference? One more person.
You don't bring somebody to an appearance. That's major market radio. I'm sorry if you forgot.
Well, I didn't forget.
Yes, you did.
No, I haven't.
Cindy set that rule a long time ago. Then I go visit you at a Home Depot, and there she is standing right next to you.
You know, you'd seem a lot more credible, Russ, if you didn't have hickeys on your neck.
Shut up, you can't see them from that side.
Thank you, Eric.
What is it, Rob?
Hey, if she comes in, no talent fee. So
what?
I mean, I don't. It's totally up to him. We need him there. But if she comes, no talent fee. So
now, why is that?
Excuse me?
Why is that?
I don't really care, but I like it.
It's just a work thing. You're there working. So I've had just too many problems. I know Cindy set up the policy, and I just want to adhere to it. So I just want to let you know.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks.
I like that. Okay, so there you go. If you don't want to get paid for it and you're not working, then you can do whatever you want. It just depends on how much you love her.
See, here you go. Look at you doing your little dance. Look at you doing it. Things finally get on an even keel with us, and you just can't stand it. You just can't stand it.
So, what are you going to do?
I'll think about it. I have a week to decide.
This should be a no-brainer for you, Jay.
Yeah.
Why?
I tell you exactly what he's going to do. I won't even say on the air. I'll turn off the mics and I'll tell you what he's going to do.
Okay.
Tell me.
Don't say anything. And when next Friday comes, we'll see who's right. You with me?
Absolutely.
Which side? Are you with me?
I'm with you, Russ.
Okay.
Absolutely. Any amount of money.
Okay.
Just have to stir it up. You can't stand to see my love life on an even keel, even for an hour.
Oh, no.
No.
And you know what? You probably...
keep laughing, Everett. You'll be next.
Oh, this is Everett every day.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything. Valerie sits at home and stirs herself.
Ixnay on the Allery, man.
I'm trying to get you to cut. Let me see here. There's no... What? What is it, Keith?
Hey, Russ, man, I was going to let you know that $7, they just send you the plans for it. I actually saved up my allowance when I was fairly young to buy one of those, and I sent on my $7 to get the submarine. It was a booklet of plans. The plans you get back will cost you like about $700 to build one.
What were you supposed to make it out of?
It sends you like a list of materials, like you can go get at Home Depot and just to have parents help you. But yeah, for $7 you get a submarine, or at least the plans to build one.
And you still have the plans?
I don't have them anymore. That was like 9 years ago. I believe
9 years ago. These things were like in the comic books when I was like 10. That'd been 1970.
Now they still what's the Boy Scout magazine that's out? Boys Life?
Men's Life.
They still sell the plans for those in the back of them sometimes, like the hovercraft one.
Really? I didn't know that. Anybody else call and say this, Dan?
No.
It's in there occasionally.
It makes a lot more sense.
But
hey, it said in that ad $7, and if you weren't happy with it, you had like 10 days to return it. That's what it said.
Did it? Oh, I never noticed that part. I was just happy waiting to get my damn submarine.
Was it still $7?
Yeah, the plans were $7. The materials to build a submarine was like about $500.
All right, thanks, Keith.
No problem, man.
That's still a pretty good deal. You get a submarine with a dial that lights up for $700.
You get somebody to build it for $6 bills.
Yeah.
I wish for a submarine now.
Oh, no.
They have them.
No, I meant for $700.
Oh.
What kind were you thinking?
There's a place over in mid-cities called Big Boys Toys, and they sell one-person submarines.
What are those
that you get into? I'm not sure. I think they're in the thousands. Not like more than 5.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a one-person sub.
Could I have to take it out to White Rock or something?
Absolutely.
Really?
It will go real deep at White Rock.
Yeah, how deep will it go? Because I know the one for $7 I couldn't take too much.
I think it's several hundred feet.
See people riding their bikes around. Is that a periscope coming up out of the water?
They sell like ultralight airplanes and things like that. It's Big Boy Toys, and they also sell a single-person submarine.
Well, that would be funny. A submarine actually in the lake for once at White Rock.
Yeah,
you could drag it out there on a trailer with the Mach 5.
Put a monster head on it. Pull an Ernest T. Bass.
Oh, it's Rock Ness.
White Rock Ness.
Yeah,
very nice. Yeah. Very good. Let's see here. Go ahead, Steve. You're on the air.
Yeah, I'm looking at that ad for Polaris Nuclear Sub.
That's the one. Yes.
$6.98 fires rockets and torpedoes.
Told you.
7 feet long, big enough for 2 kids. Blah,
see,
blah, blah.
Thank you. Where'd you get the ad?
Well, about 40 years ago, like you did, but there is an address on this thing. If you want me to give it to Dan, or I've scanned this, I can email it to you.
Yeah, I'll take that as an attachment.
You got it.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Thanks,
okay.
Steve.
You bet.
Told you it was $7.
Well, they're the plans.
Well, we'll see. Maybe that kid just got hosed. Maybe they sent the plans and forgot to sub.
We can get somebody to build it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
All we need is the plans.
The bat sub. I want everything that my parents wouldn't let me have as a kid. I didn't get anything. And anything that I got for Christmas, they beat me with 6 weeks later. My mom used to take the Rock'em Sock'em robots and punch me in the throat.
Oh.
Break again? Yeah. No. Any sub offers come in, Dan?
No, but people are saying they've already sent you the link to the ad for the sub.
To the ad? Is the company still in business?
I guess so. Oh, look at you. You look like a little boy if he can get his first ice cream cone.
All right, just learned about masturbation. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, let's do a check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks White Lightning.
Why, thank you, Russell. This report brought to you by Gary McKinney Auto. Let's see, out in Dallas, eastbound, I-30 East Arl Thornton, just approaching Grand. Watch out for slowdowns unwinding from an earlier accident. The accident still remains, or the delay still remains. The accident is gone. Southbound 75 Central and Lovers. Right lane and right shoulder blocked. Also further south under the yellow overpass. The left lane and shoulder blocked with delays all the way back to Royal Lane. That's due for an accident. Southbound I-35 near 8th Street. Right center lane is blocked due to a stalled Suburban. Southbound Loop 12 Walker just past Singleton. Left lane is partially blocked. Traffic is backed up to Union Power. Northbound I-35 Simmons just before Valley View. The left lane and HOV lanes are blocked. Traffic is backed up to Walnut Hill. That's due to a 5-vehicle accident. Southbound 75 Central at 190, the George Bush Turnpike. The right and center lanes are blocked. Looks like somebody dumped a load of steel debris in the roadway. That one you might want to watch out for. You can definitely get some holes in your tires. This report brought to you by Southwestern Bell and the Texas Lottery. I ain't got no copy. What do I do now?
Wing it.
Oh. All right, that's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. Bye.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right, we have cloudy, windy, warm tonight, 70 for the overnight low. A little cooler tomorrow, mid-70s for the high. Some scattered showers coming in by tomorrow afternoon. 84 degrees now at the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right, this sports sub.
Yes.
Is that the one from that place in Mid-Cities?
Right.
And they sell this for like around $5,000?
Less than 5. They got several models. That's just one I printed.
What's the name of the company? Is it on here?
Yeah.
What
does it say?
This says Silvercrest Subs.
That Silvercrest is the one I could find on the internet.
That says UK.
Big Boys Toys. Well, these were already imported. Big Boys Toys, I looked that up, and they're apparently out of business. Sorry.
First it's a $7 sub, now it's this one.
Yeah.
What is it, John?
Well, I had a friend that built that when we were kids. And all it is just a boat that sits low in the water, and you can put a motor in it or pedal power. That's all it was.
Well, how does it go underwater?
It doesn't. It doesn't submerge. It just sits low in the water. That's all it does. Just think about it. Putting 2 kids in a submarine that goes underwater, how much of a liability is that?
Well, $7.
I know. No, he bought it with he thought it would go underwater too, but you get it and it teaches you how to build a boat, gel coat it, and then you put some spring-loaded things that shoot wooden rockets, and that's it. I mean, it was pretty cool looking. I'm headed to my house trying to see if I can find pictures of it, and I'll send them to you.
All right.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right.
There's no lakes around here anyway that you can see more than a foot and a half anyway.
Doesn't make any difference.
You can go to the ocean or a pool.
I put it in my new pool.
Yeah.
Swim in circles.
You'd have to.
But it look just like that?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
An ambient pressure 2-man wet submarine incorporates the dynamics of both flying and scuba diving. Constructed with fiberglass, sports sub can travel through the water farther and faster than scuba divers. Has drive duration. Who did that? Oh, that's Dan. Has drive duration of 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Operating depth, 120 feet.
Wow.
Crew 2, weight, half a ton. Viewing through acrylic viewports, exit and re-entry underwater possible for trained scuba divers. Non-divers can travel in the sports sub as the passenger.
Oh, you got to be a diver.
Non-divers can travel in the sports sub as a passenger. Well, it doesn't take that much to get certified to dive, does it?
No.
I'm sure you could get someone a diver to volunteer to take you out until then.
Yeah. Now, I want to drive my own sub. My pool. All right, screw it. Just another childhood thing. Shot to hell.
Yeah.
I didn't get the little 100 soldiers and the little treasure chest. I didn't get the $7 sub. I didn't get the hovercraft. I didn't get nothing. Mm-hmm. I got dragged behind a mini bike.
No, you didn't.
And the pimento in my ass.
Huh?
She shoved the pimento loaf in my butt and stuck me in the potato sack with squirrels.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I thought it was raccoons.
So, depending on what season it was.
Oh, I see.
Then they go up
There's a squirrel season?
Then they go up to the pimento in my butt.
Yes.
Line 2. All right. I got off with the sub phone calls. Damn, we got to do some other crap. Yes, Ashley? Well, God, me now.
Well, you said...
what did she want?
She said there is a local place. It's called Roy's Toys for Big Boys.
And that's what JD said.
Mine was Big Boys Toys.
Big Boys Toys. Big Boys Toys went under.
Okay, good.
But Roy's Toys for Big Boys...
Yes?
...is still in business.
All right, so I'd like for somebody to... I don't even care who it is. Everybody look it up right now and call them. Not you, Dan. We got to play.
The place that used to sell subs went under, Dan?
Don't ever.
Dan did it.
Dan meant nothing by it.
Subconscious. Whatever.
All right. So there we go. Somebody will call. They'll call us.
All right.
All right. You got people lined up for Rock and Roll Jeopardy?
I got a couple. I can make more.
Just leave everybody on hold.
Okay.
The 4 people you have on hold for other stuff, just leave them on hold and we'll play for them.
Okay.
All right. Something else I was going to do here and I forgot. The guy out there wants to get zapped?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
For VIF passes?
VIF.
Is this the good stun gun? Yeah. Dan, did you ask Everett to draw up a release like I asked?
No, I did not.
Everett, can we zap him without a release?
Probably should draw something up.
Because we don't have any left.
Give me a piece of paper and 10
How long
minutes.
will it take you?
5-10 minutes at the top.
All right. Can you do that while we're playing Jeopardy?
Sure. I mean, I try to answer many questions, but
all right,
that's fine. You did see their T-shirts, by the way.
No.
WWTRD.
I couldn't figure out what that meant. I know it's what would
the Rasiah do.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, that's a tremendous marketing angle for the station. They had their own shirts printed. Just think if the station had them printed out.
What is that, Eddie?
That's one of the shirts.
Let me see. All right, on the back, WWTRD. I don't even know how to describe it. It's. You remember the monsters, the little drawing of the monsters you used to see in cards with the great big shifters?
Sure. Yeah.
That's about as descriptive as I can be. It's a caricature of me in the Mach 5, but I'm the monster and the Mach 5 is the car.
Oh, cool. Got the big stick shift?
Yeah.
Flip it around, let me see.
Well, here, I'll demonstrate it for you. That close?
That's pretty good.
Effective. It's not very big on the T-shirt. See?
Oh, I can see it, though. That's great.
Yeah.
Somebody went to a lot of time and trouble.
Yeah. No, Everett.
What? I'm just sitting here.
No, I know what you're going.
No, you don't.
No, you don't
know what I'm doing.
All right. So we need to draw up a new release?
Yeah. I'll just opt out of Jeopardy and work on this. This is
No, because we got to do this.
Can we take a short break and let him do it during the break?
Yes, we can.
Can you do it in the course of like 3 minutes?
I'll give it heck. Must not cuss. Must not cuss.
Man, we're jabbing during the commercial breaks because I finally told everybody, don't say anything else about the bet and Everett not cussing today because he loses normally $18, $20 every Wednesday and Fridays here because we got the new no cuss rule in the studio when the mics are off. And I've been asking about Valerie and the band, just anything that might twist him. And he'll just stop, look at me, and go, must not cuss. Must not.
That tricky lawyer self-control.
Yeah, but if we stop talking about the bet in general, he'll forget and they'll fly.
You want to double the bet?
2 bills?
Absolutely. Double it all the way around. I'm going to win 145. I need the 290.
There's 40. Do you have 40, JD? Dan?
Oh, if I lose 40, Mom will kill me.
Come on, Dan. It's Everett.
All right. But it is almost 6.
Doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
Eddie, you in for 10?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm going to win $290 in an hour.
All right, we'll see.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
How close are you to being done, Everett? 2 minutes? All right. Eddie, they're just going to have to wait. Okay. We'll knock out Rock and Roll Jeopardy. We'll give away some stuff. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Are you ready to go? JD, just open the door and tell them they're going to have to wait. It'll be 20 minutes. All right. Here we go.
Welcome to Idiot Savant Jeopardy. And now, here's the host of Idiot Savant Jeopardy, Russ Martin.
All right. What are we playing for today, Dan?
Why, we're playing for a $50 ProFlowers.com gift certificate. Mother's Day is almost here. Go to ProFlowers.com today for fresh flowers direct from the grower. Our winner will also receive 2 passes, good for the VIF area of our first ever foam party at the Across the Street Bar, May 17th.
All right. Were they all right with waiting?
Yes, they're going to go smoke a cigarette and be back.
All right. You know, just hitting them with the stun gun doesn't seem as much fun anymore.
Yeah.
That's getting kind of old hat.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. We'll make these the last guys that we zap with a stun gun. How about Eddie takes them into the men's room, and they got to go tinkle? Eddie hits them with the stun gun, and if they break the stream, they don't get no VIF passes.
That's creative. Nice variation.
But that means Eddie's going to have to actually watch them.
Now you can watch the stream. You got to watch where it's coming from. I don't know.
That's boogie.
It's the whole stun gun thing's getting on my nerves. You almost done, Everett?
Yes.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Category is what again, Eddie?
Top pop and rock for 1970 and 1971.
All right. Either the name of the song or the name of the artist.
Oh, we don't have to get both now?
No.
Speed things up.
Yes. All right.
Ready?
I'm not sure if I've got the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. All right, let it rip. What, Dan?
We normally test the buzzers first. Mine has already been tested.
Go ahead, JD. thought the horse was me.
You hit yours when you moved it.
I did?
Your rubber band's on.
Oh, hold on. I ain't hit nothing yet. All right, I'm ready. Everybody set?
Yep, ready to go.
All right, hit it, Eddie.
Bridge over troubled water.
Correct.
What is?
See, the game's moving faster already.
Yep.
Why do birds... well, what is close to you?
Correct.
What is American Woman?
Correct.
What is it?
It is War by Edwin Starr.
Play that again.
That's supposed to be the song that goes where he goes, War.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah. It sounds like kind of one of those music -1 things. They left the melody out.
Got it. All right, go ahead, next one.
Michael Jackson? The artist?
Yeah.
No, that's right. We only have to name half.
It's the Jackson 5.
Oh, was it?
That's right.
None for you.
What is I'll Be There?
What is Rare Earth? Get ready.
Correct.
Wow. Thank you. 1970.
Oh, dude, you just beat me.
What is the Beatles? Let It Be.
Correct.
What is Three Dog Night? Mama told me not to come.
Correct.
You're just showing off now.
Yeah, pretty much. Dan?
Jesus loves the little children.
No.
Oh, I know this one. Hold on.
Oh, it's going to change after the...
What is Ray Stevens? Everything is beautiful.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm such a tard.
What is I Like to Make It With You?
Correct.
By Bread.
I remember slow dancing to that when I was a kid. I was 10 years old. Or maybe 11. Make It With You, that was it? It didn't say on there. I think it was 71. What is Neil Diamond, Cracklin' Rosie? Also America, I Need You. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Remember slow dancing to that in junior high. Rubbing my crotch up against Joni Mewburn. My first erection. Was. What is Bollock from Confusion?
Yes.
I forget who did it.
It's the Temptation.
Temptation. I got this on K-Tel's greatest rock and roll hits. It's Sugarloaf, Green Eyed Lady. Back when I wasn't getting no effing submarine, I was getting put behind a mini bike. What is Stevie Wonder, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours?
Yeah, signed, sealed, and delivered.
Thank you.
Well, he gave a little extra, that's okay.
I turned the mics off and screamed at you for a reason. I turned the mics off and went, Everett, stop messing with that. We're playing here. I turned the mics back on and he goes, but this is important.
I wasn't watching the mics. I'm busy trying to save the station money.
What is Ride, Captain Ride by the Blues Image?
Correct. That's what he said to JD.
What?
Oh, Captain Rod.
Dan?
Looking out my back door.
Great. Yeah, CCR, very nice. What is Edison Lighthouse? Love grows for my rosemary goes.
Correct.
Along the Winding Road by the Beatles?
Correct.
What is the Long and Winding Road?
Oh, Dan, cut him some slack. He's a hard monkey.
What is He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother?
Correct.
Look at JD.
What is the Kinks, Lola?
Correct.
What is In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry?
Correct.
You know, it's funny, when the pressure's not on to remember both, JD has been getting the title and the artist almost every time.
Yeah, what's the score?
Let's see here. Dan's got 2, Everett's got 9, I got 4, you have 13.
Yeah. What's that? It's,
so like you mowing your lawn drunk.
Yeah.
Indiana Wants Me.
Oh.
Correct.
By Mark Lindsay.
God, I forgot about that.
Ardeen Taylor.
Oh, my mistake. Dan?
What is 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago?
You know why Dan knows that one?
We used to play it in band.
The horns. Yep. What is the Guess Who? No Time.
Correct.
What is Mississippi Queen?
Correct.
You guys play that, don't you? That's part of your set. Yeah.
I'll have to eliminate it now that it's from 71.
What is Joy to the World, Three Dog Night?
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it, Dan?
What is Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog or Joy to the World? Yes.
Joy to the World. Sorry, I thought it was me. What is Maggie May by Rod Stewart?
Correct.
What is Paul Revere and the Raiders, Indian Reservation?
Correct.
Whatever.
That's just funny to me.
Why?
Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Yeah. I like their stuff.
My dad made me listen to this because we're Cherokee. It was like constantly.
Somebody else did it in 68. Something Farden.
Oh, no.
If this is actually a remake. Bill Farden, I think. I
got one in Half Breed by Cher.
Cher. JD's dad used to make him listen to the show. No, he never did.
No, you'd be wrong.
Well, actually, I didn't really have to.
He's gone.
I didn't have to hit the delay on that one. I didn't want to.
I'll go ahead and answer anyway.
Yeah, what was it?
What is John Denver Country Road?
Who cares? I miss Ron and Don. Go ahead. What What is Tony, Orlando, and Dawn knocked 3 times? I hate that song and I hate that guy. Gypsies, tramps, Black group. Just my imagination?
Yes.
Who's the group?
Temptation.
Yeah, okay. And do a couple more, we'll be done.
Okay.
I can't remember the new song, but it's Who is James Taylor?
Correct.
What is it?
You've Got a Friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
You've Got a Friend.
Stop at 35.
Okay. What is the Rolling Stones? I still get it right. Honky Tonk Woman. Brown Sugar.
What is Signs?
Correct. I didn't think that song was that old. It seems like I remember it when I was in high school.
Tesla remade it, didn't they?
Okay.
Yeah. A 5-man electrical band did it, and I think Tesla put it on. I think they call the album 5-Man Electrical Jam. I believe.
Really?
Yeah. All right. What is it?
Tom Jones, She's a Lady.
Oh. All right, do one more since we all missed that.
Does America?
Incorrect.
Dang. Oh, I know. There it is.
Wrong button.
What is My Sweet Lord by George Harrison? I couldn't hit my button thing quick enough. All right, what's the score?
Everett has 2, I have 3. Dan got 6 this time, and you had 21.
All right, Dan, who was I playing for?
You're playing for Len, so congratulations, Len. You win a $50 ProFlowers.com gift certificate. Mother's Day is almost here. Go to ProFlowers.com today for fresh flowers direct from the grower. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Russ for a special offer. That's ProFlowers.com or call 1-8888-FRESHEST. And also you win a 2 VIP passes good for our first ever phone party May 17th, Friday, May 17th.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right.
Dan, I'm going to call over there. You want a free CB in your truck?
Sure. Well, no,
you want one, JD?
Absolutely.
We can make this hip again.
I think so. You can bring it back.
You get your old handle back.
Quit it.
I'm not going to say it again.
Thank you.
This will start flying out of Maury's store.
He says he sells about 4 a month.
I'm surprised that name.
Yeah. You do a spot today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For calling Dalworth, please hold.
No, don't put me, you monkey snot. How about can you hold? Or do you mind holding? Or we're pretty busy. Is it okay if I put you on hold for a second? I hate it when companies do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out Dalworth's new fall savings now through November.
He puts me on hold again. Then I'll tell you.
Okay, tell me later.
They can't be that busy. He always bitches about his...
Thanks for calling Delworth.
I need to talk to Maury, please. It's Russ.
It's Russ?
Yes.
Hang on.
Thank you. Have you seen that little girl? Cute little cells going.
Yeah.
Girl, I think she's like 19. She's a piece. You really seen her?
Huh? I was over there not too long ago.
I think she installs. Mm. Hey, Maury?
Yes.
How much for, give me out the speakerphone.
Do what?
We want, 1, 2, 3. Do you ever want one?
Yes.
Yeah, we want 5 CB radios installed in our cars.
You got it.
We'd like them for free as well.
You got it.
All right. How long would it take you to put them in?
Take about 30 minutes for each one.
Now, you don't have to get the great big long antennas anymore, right? Like you did in the 70s?
You can get the antennas that look just exactly like the cellular antennas.
Yeah.
Yep.
What kind of range can we get out of those?
Yeah, good.
What kind of range?
5 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles, depending on the atmospheric conditions.
Yeah. You sell those...
That's what it's all about.
You sell the amplifiers?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. We'll call Trip Techs out in Mesquite. They sell leaners.
Leaners.
How many, what do you sell, about 3 or 4 a month?
No, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's what you told me the other day. You sell about 4 a month.
Well, I sold one yesterday, and that got me excited. So, yeah, probably 4.
All right.
Now, these are the good ones with a single sideband, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got all kinds.
We want single sideband.
I know you do.
Because you get further on those, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
You
right.
know what single sideband means, don't you?
SS.
No, you don't.
What?
Does anybody there know?
It's a sideband on the main channel. It's just like the upper side or the lower side of like channel 16.
Okay. I didn't think you knew that.
Just because you sold CBs 28 years ago doesn't mean I don't know anything about them. All right, I'm coming by tonight for mine.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
All right. Bye. You guys want to go with me?
Yeah, I'll cruise by. I'll see what he's going to put in your car.
Yeah. They got small ones. And I want the, well, they don't do 23. Remember when they went from 23 to 40?
Oh, big deal.
Buddy, that was going from like broadcast to cable.
Yeah, and you rubbed it in. You rubbed it into the people that didn't have the 40 channel.
Yeah, you'd be on like channel 16 and go, hey, this channel's getting a little crowded. Why don't we hop up to like 38?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a 40 channel. Well, that's too bad. I'll go up there and I'll wait until you get one.
Severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for Erath County for the next hour.
Okay. Hey, load up the news zapper thing for me, would you? There it is. You ready with news? All right. We'll do one more before we go. Everett, do you want to go too? Where? We're getting the sea beef tonight.
Absolutely.
I'm serious. I'm going tonight.
Tonight. I can't go tonight.
Why not?
I got to go home and watch myself on television.
Oh, that's right. You're going to be home before 9 o'clock?
Well, it's going to take 30 minutes for yours. Why don't you do yours tonight? I'll do mine tomorrow.
They got more than one installer.
Oh.
Come on, let's all go.
I got other stuff I got to do too.
You pussy.
I've got other stuff planned.
What do you got to do?
I'm meeting with we're having a band meeting tonight.
That's tomorrow night.
No, we're having one tonight too.
Why?
Because we're getting together, just discuss some things.
Valerie said you got to come home, didn't she?
No. No.
She did. Yeah,
oh,
she
Dan,
did.
I'm not you, please. No, we have a band meeting. We really do.
Okay. Dan never come home and have Laura in the backyard tearing down a above the ground swimming pool because she's pissed off.
Whatever you say, Kimasabi. Dan never come home, have woman great white take down pool. What kind of language are you talking?
Eddie, hit him with that stuff.
No. Must not cuss.
Oh, that'd have been great. That'd have been great.
You felt let one fly, didn't you?
I did.
That was almost a $300 word.
Yeah.
All right, 6:35. J.D. Rhines on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. And news brought to us by Vivo Cuervo. For the ultimate margarita and the smoothest shots, call for Jose Cuervo. Remember to drink responsibly. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning we just mentioned for Erath County. That's for the next hour. Breastfed babies may grow up to be smarter adults, according to research that bolsters the evidence linking nursing and intelligence. The link can probably be explained by the effect of the nutrients in the mother's milk and the developing brain and benefit from the close physical and psychological relation breastfeeding involves. Mothers who take the time to breastfeed may spend more time interacting with their youngsters throughout childhood, which could also account for the more intelligent.
So is the fact that is it the nutrients or is it the fact that they spent more time?
A little bit of both. They say it could be it's the nutrients mixed with the fact that probably if she's taking that much time, she takes time throughout the kids' lives. So.
And see, what have I always said about spending time with your kids? You don't just have kids.
Right.
And then go, well, I've been off for 6 weeks. I'm going to go back to work now. Then you go back to work. So maybe a parental unit needs to be with those kids. I didn't get breastfed. My mom used to mix Carnation non-fat dairy creamer and spit. No, that's what I lived. That's what I lived on the first 9 months of my life.
I'll bet you money she breastfed you.
That was it.
No, it's not. Look, picture of it. Teeth.
Yeah, I know what teeth look like. I've seen pictures. I don't remember from my mom. Okay. You know why?
Why?
Creamer and spit.
No. No. All right, breastfed baby smarter. Heavy tea drinking could reduce the risk of dying from a heart attack, a new study says. They study of 1,900 heart attack victims, found that those who drank the most tea before the heart attacks, about 19 cups a week, were almost 50% less likely than non-drinkers to die in the 3 to 4 years afterwards. The study was published in the American Heart Association Journal. Several studies have found that regular tea drinkers seem to have a lower risk of heart attacks, though it remains unclear why. David Letterman, move on up to the north side, North Salem, actually. He's going to move into his new place. He's been living 19 years in a he's been living for almost 20 years in a 200-year-old converted barn in Connecticut. Letterman bought the 88-acre estate in 1994 for $5.7 million, shortly after he jumped from NBC to CBS, and they were paying him $14 million. Now, of course, he makes $31 million. His new house is 8,300 square feet, was built in 1986, has 6 bedrooms, 6 fireplaces. The property has a pool plus a pond, and the kitchen has been described as restaurant size.
88 acres? Is that what you said?
88 acres, and almost $6 million. 6 bedrooms, 6 fireplaces. Pool, pond.
Must not cuss.
Must not cuss.
I got all excited because I bought something that was almost an acre of land. 88 acres.
88. Well, he's making $31 million.
Must not cuss. Go ahead.
Same company. Spider-Man broke several records at the box office this past weekend. Now it's on track to break another one. The last time they checked at this website, there were 86 mistakes logged onto the website that people have seen. Now,
first one was the plot.
Putting it in 7th place on the all-time worst mistake list. The Matrix, by the way, is the first one with 140.
The what?
Matrix is first with 146 mistakes. Most of these mistakes are continuity errors. For instance, Tobey Maguire breaks a lamp in one scene, and then the very next scene, the lamp's back. And when Toby is taking out the trash and talking to Kirsten Dunst, Kirsten's underwear sticks out above her pants, then it disappears, then it reappears. It's moviemistakes.com. Go check it out. Do we want that? No, we don't want that. There's news and information. When the weather heats up, get your information from a guy who keeps his cool, Chief Meteorologist Glenn Moray. Tonight only on WB33 News at 9, the right choice at the right time. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, these guys signed the batch of releases?
Yes, they did.
All right.
We want to get them to affirm those yet again on the air just to be doubly safe.
All right. Because this is the better stun gun, right?
Yes.
All right. All right, JD, drag them in.
All right, here we go.
Ready, guys? Come up to this mic right here. What's your name?
My name is Brandon.
Undercover brother, look at the fro. Get up on the mic right here. Now, I need both of you to confirm the fact that you did sign the release.
Yes, I did. Sign the release.
And you will not hold us. You will hold us harmless if something fries on your body.
Exactly.
You guys are both over 18.
Yes.
Have we checked IDs?
Yes. Yes, they did.
They're both over 18.
Yes.
Okay. Is this binding, Everett?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because the only person we've hit with the good stun gun is Nick, and he works here.
Do you want to, to err on the side of discretion, read the release and have them affirm for the masses?
Is that short?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not very long.
Say your name.
Brandon
Joe
Sparks.
Nathan Perryman.
Separately.
Joe Nathan Perryman.
You don't sound black.
He looked hurt by that.
I'm sorry. You look black, though. Who made the shirts for you guys?
We made them, actually.
Yourself? Who did the artwork?
It's just text from...
No, I mean on the back.
that picture, I drew that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Are you old enough to remember the move up closer to the mic. Are you old enough to remember the little monsters and the dragsters?
Yes. I used to see the little pictures all the time.
Okay. If you'd like to draw another one, I can pose for it. Looks something like this. Is that close? That's where the shifter goes up here.
Yeah.
Go like this.
That's what was cool about them, was the shifter was way up high.
Yeah, I always enjoyed those. Did those have names?
Cartoons.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Hereby release CBS, CBS Radio, Infinity Broadcasting, and its subsidiaries, as well as the Russ Martin Show, J.D. Ryan, Eddie Boyd, Russ Martin, and most especially Everett Newton for any and all damages which I may suffer as a consequence, whether direct or indirect, as a result of my conscious decision to allow Eddie Boyd to administer electrical shock, which may be delivered to any portion of my anatomy as determined by Eddie Boyd. I hereby request that Eddie Boyd shock me, realizing that a foresaid electrical charge may result in serious injury or death, and that, in doing so, I'm making a very stupid decision for which I bear full responsibility. Do you both agree to that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Eddie will now shock both of you in the scrotum. Please spread your legs.
Who's first? I'll go first.
You ready?
Let me get out of the way. He's going to jump.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Is he?
Yeah.
You want to lay him down, Eddie, so he don't jump?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, why don't you lay down?
On all fours.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Hey, Dan, are you by the delay?
Yeah.
All right.
Bark like a dog.
Oh! Son of a... Dang. You all right?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. And he said you didn't hit him too hard, did you?
Nah.
Oh, all right. Your turn, Roseman. All right.
Come on, Afro.
And they're standing.
Yes, they are. Good job.
See, that wasn't as horrible as it could have been, was it?
No.
That tingles, man.
All right. Dan, what kind of paperwork they need to fill out for their...
All they have to do is come over here. I've got it all on my computer.
All right. Thank you, guys. You guys
You like
next.
your presents, man?
Yes, I did. It was very kind of you. Thank you for the jack. What was the other thing in the bag?
The shirt, and then there's a J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man, because you said that's the only guy you liked.
Yeah, I loved that in the...
Best slamming action.
Did you guys see Spider-Man?
Yes.
And did you like it?
Yeah, but I was kind of disappointed with the ratty digital graphics.
See, that was one of the other things is I'm sent to the movie, and I really want to like it. And then they go from, what are you making the face for?
Nothing.
What do they call it? CGI?
I
the CGI blue.
The first part of it that they did right at the beginning where he climbs up the wall and it's live action and he's climbing the wall. It's just such an obvious change from live action to the computer animated graphics.
Yeah.
That was not good.
And there were complete scenes with no live action at all, which I didn't like. It's like watching a cartoon.
Yeah.
Or a video game.
Well, that's
especially that first one where he's climbing up the wall and he had just done the wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's got on the ski mask.
Yeah.
And he goes up the wall this first time. Have you seen it ever?
I have not seen it.
Oh, that one I couldn't even believe they left in the movie.
It was bad.
Because that one was pitiful.
That one was bad.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
It looked just like a video game.
Yeah.
In fact, I've seen video games with better graphics.
I couldn't believe that somebody, not only did they produce it, then the director saw it and went, yeah, let's put that in there. That scene looks good.
Well, Sam Raimi, he tends to lean towards cartoonishness in his films. So,
well, the only problem is you can do that, but then you need to take the live action stuff and make that more cartoonish looking so it matches your other schlock. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Yes, it's called suspension of reality.
Yeah. What is suspension of disbelief? Is that the same thing?
I think so.
Okay. Look, the Jameson thing.
That's good.
Have you seen this, Dan? I'm opening this really quick. Let me show you what it does. Because he's got his own desk.
Yeah.
There's the desk. See it?
Right.
Hold on. There's his chair.
Okay.
Hold on. There he is. I don't know who this guy is, but he played the part great. Okay, see the desk?
Uh-huh.
Now watch.
Perfect. He pounds on the desk.
Yeah.
With desk pounding action.
And the other finger points.
Oh, God.
And all the stuff on his desk is glued on.
Wobbles when he hits.
Yeah, the phone, the tape dispenser, the coffee mug, the stack of newspapers. Where are the legs? I didn't get no legs. Oh, there they are. All right. So we're all set. Yeah, that was my favorite character out of the thing. The Willem Dafoe stuff, I couldn't stand him. He's freaky enough on his own without any makeup. Kirsten Dunst, ugly chick, and the Toby Keith or whatever his name is. They couldn't have picked a worse guy.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, whatever his name is. To play Spider-Man.
I think they picked an okay actor.
Do we have to break again?
Yeah, we need a short one.
All right. Were we going to do anything here other than just shock black people?
Pay me $290 in 9 minutes.
You ain't done yet. Come 7:03 when we're out. If you haven't cussed, you get $290.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
I, Eddie Boyd, swear upon my total faith in my Savior Jesus Christ and His Supreme Father that Everett Newton...
Lying through my teeth.
Everett said...
I have dead bodies in my trunk.
Everett said
I'm a serial killer.
In the studio. And he signed it, Eddie Boyd.
Okay. Can you in good faith take this $40 out of my hand? Get away from me. I'm not taking your loan.
Welcher, God.
That's not Welcher. You said MF.
I did not.
Why would Eddie swear that you did?
Because he's lying.
On his Savior.
Nobody pays.
At Russell.
I'm not trying to... you know what? Here's $100. Screw the double bet, because I don't trust you. But take it.
No, I don't want your money now.
No, take it.
No,
yeah, I know why you don't want it, because you know you cussed in the studio.
No, because you're such a Welcher.
That's not Welcher, I'm paying.
All right. Everybody else?
Everybody else pay?
I'll pay.
Give us $40.
A real non-Welcher would...
All I know is I got a signed piece of paper from Eddie says that you said it.
Well, if I got to give him $40...
Eddie, you ain't got to pay him if you...
I heard him cuss.
If I've got to give him 40, then you have to give him 200.
No, I'm giving him 20.
Yeah, everybody's getting the thing.
We'll give him half.
Okay.
Half?
Yes. But due to the benefit of the doubt.
You cheated.
I didn't cheat.
You said MF.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
He swore to his Savior, and he goes to church.
Well, big effing deal.
For real.
Say it. Say it.
Eddie, you still swear he said it?
I do. I really do.
I swear I didn't.
Okay. Eddie seems more sincere. You seem more...
Well, yeah, because you stand to lose $145 if I seem more sincere.
I just paid you the money.
You paid me half.
I gave you $100.
That's half of $145, isn't it?
That's pretty good for being a liar.
You can go to court.
That's fine. Come on with it.
I'll swear in court.
Bring it on. Mad dog.
Who are you talking to now?
Eddie.
He's losing his mind.
Yeah,
Y'all are screwed.
Serial killer? Mad dog? Baboon twat?
Bodies in the trunk.
Yeah. Bodies in the trunk, dead bodies in the ocean.
All I know is I got $120.
Yeah, that's for lying.
I'm not lying for the last time. I'm not lying.
Why would Eddie lie about this?
Because he stands to gain financially.
Why would I have lied an hour and a half ago?
I don't know why you choose certain times to lie and others not to lie.
I mean,
what kind of a question is that to ask me?
Why would I come in here in the middle of everything going on and go, hey, guess what? Russ Everett's trying to screw you because he cussed and then he offered me half of his money.
Why do you bury people by your house?
Who can answer these questions?
Because then I know exactly where they're at.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
All right, Dan, just give him the money, and then we know not to bet with him.
I'll give him the money.
We know not to bet with Everett again.
Taking money for lying. That's what he does for a living.
Yeah, you're right. Now take it.
Yeah. How many times have I taken money for you for anything?
Huh?
Yeah.
Bunch.
No.
Always.
To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get in the studio audience, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. To see the shocking perversion that is J.D. Ryan, go to johndavidryan.com. Visit Eddie's fascinating and truthful website. Go to eddieboyd.com. To email us during the show and only during the show, use the Russ Martin Show at hotmail.com. To contact Quisling Everett Newton at his law office, call him at Welcher 214
Spook. That sucker's website?
That's why I was throwing in the extra words.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Quisling, Welcher. 214-823-LAWS or go to dallasattorney.com. For more information about the rest of the station, go to kyng.com.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
All right, shut up.
What did you say?
It's after 7.
No, first of all, I said 7:03.
No, it's after
7:02, and the music's still playing. The show's still going.
He said the F word. He said the F word.
It's after 7.
You're out.
Yeah, I know.
No. Wait.
What?
At one point, you said until 7:03.
I said till after 7. That's what you said. We had no meeting of the minds. There was no contractual.
I said on the air 7:03.
I said after 7. So we didn't agree. We didn't agree.
Excuse me.
Who's the lawyer here? Okay, thank you very much. 7 o'clock.
You owe us.
I owe you nothing.
You owe us.
You already screwed me once. Now you're trying to screw me again.
Did you just cuss?
You said the F word.
I said it after 7.
You didn't say it after 7:03.
That was not my understanding of the agreement.
It's not my fault. You're an idiot.
No,
we're always off at 7:03. Always.
No?
Whatever.
It's still recording. We're still on.
Yes. Show's still on. You said the F word.
No, after 7. Doesn't count. I said after 7. I'd be out in the hall.
I don't care what you think you said. The show goes until 7:03.
I said till after 7.
I said 7:03.
We had no meeting of the minds.
I said 7:03.
Sue me.
I'm going to do worse than that.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah.
No, that's another $100.